what's happening here that's not happening anyplace else.
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole,
Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up, it's the vibes. It's a not so beautiful day in the Sunshine State, but I'm kicking it with the illest. Larry Young, CJ, what they do, man?
Shit, man, sitting in last day in the hotel room, man. I'm gonna miss you. I got so comfortable in here. I got a couple of sugar ants, man. You can't be leaving no shit out. You know, you come home, crash out. I'm like, God damn it, here go the sugar ants, man. So, but it's a good time for me to leave. So, sorry, hotel staff. We'll all forget that out of here, man. Ain't too bad. I killed a bunch of them. But,
they really
and then we sit here.
I'm a former pest control guy. I used to do pest control before I stopped working. So I know they reproduce fast, man. They hard. They call them ghost ants in the industry.
Man, Larry Young Company, go take a security deposit out your check.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, fuck them people, man. They're kicking me out. Talking about I can't stay no more. The hotel too expensive. I ain't picked this hotel. Y'all did. You want to put me oceanside? I wasn't going to object to it.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't.
They don't try to put it back on me. I'm like, I didn't pick this spot.
You should ask for an upgrade, man.
I told him I'd take a downgrade, man. Being cheap on me, man. It's all good. I got somewhere to crash until I got my spot ready on the 7th. So I just got to crash for a little bit until then. But the cold outside acting up a little bit. So as soon as we get done with this, I'm heading back to Savannah for the weekend.
Yeah, man. Since the Hurricanes was really disappointing on Saturday, man, just had to bring a real one through on the weekend to see what things shake like.
Yeah, see if Nicole can do something, man. You know what I'm saying?
She probably ain't gonna show up either. She probably ain't gonna show up either, to be honest with you.
Well, no, she gotta show up, man. They name being dirty, man. They face being dragged through the mud, so she gotta show up now.
Hey, we'll see. I ain't banking on it. I'm been done with that. If you can't show up for this type of week,
you ain't gonna show up.
Cole ain't coming, bro. Yeah, Cole ain't coming, bro. I'm gonna be right back here tomorrow. Watch.
But yeah, man, I'm good though, fellas. Got my kids text me. They're the damn reporters now. Hey, daddy, school out tomorrow.
Yeah, man. They cancel school quick around here these days, man. They told us Wednesday, Thursday. Kids had already had Tuesday off. So when they hit him with the back-to-back, man, my son was super excited, bro. He got all type of video game plans and
then you got Friday Veterans Day. Oh, they loving it.
Yeah, they got a whole spring break in the middle of just like nowhere, right?
Crazy.
They probably got to make it up later on in the school year. We got a big show. A lot of writers. We got someone coming on, James Finneral, to talk some Syracuse football with CJ. Steven Garcia is going to come kick it with me and talk some USC football, former quarterback at USC. And also we have Rod Mackenzie from 247gojackets.com to talk some mid football with Larry Young and the crew.
That's not fair. Don't call it mid. Mid is, I done told y'all about abusing the word.
Low?
Mid is okay. Yeah, we're going to call it low grade.
Low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mid is okay, bro. Mid smoke okay. It's not the best of the best. But nah, this is definitely some Reginald at best. With weed, with stems and seeds in it, man. Stems and seeds.
I apologize.
I just I don't want to insult mid.
I feel you. It's starting to lower the value on mid. I understand.
Right.
Yeah. I feel that. But big show. We also got James Coleman to come on and kick it with us for a little bit. We're gonna talk some Florida State talk. We got some big updates that we want to update the fans on. We're gonna be kicking it in Tallahassee, doing some good vibes, some shenanigans in the Panhandle while we run down on them folks at Run Zook Stadium.
Shit. It's gonna get ugly quick, man.
Man, AR getting too good, man.
AR better bring them legs, man. He better come ready. That's
he bringing them motherfuckers, man. He getting clean. CJ getting clean. We getting some clean football.
What that video say though? That's mighty impressive. But I keep that thing on me too.
Keep that file on you too.
Yeah, that's J Trav, man.
Well, you're gonna need more than 12 bullets because this ain't Miami.
Yeah. You're right. So you're gonna need more than 12 bullets. You got to throw it more than 12 times against y'all.
You ain't gonna need much more.
15. Yeah, definitely.
15.
15. Got you.
You got my team fucked up with some low down in Miami, dog.
Yeah, you know that thing is a dessert.
Bottom
boy
weed.
them boy finna run all up through the middle of that thing, man.
All up and through there, man. Shout out to Trey and them boys.
We had to show Miami how to beat Jimbo. Shout out to Florida and Billy for figuring out how to beat Jimbo. I'm gonna take the win. I know people gonna try to say, "Oh, who was out? Who had the flu?" I don't give a shit. Dan Mullen brought me a bunch of 3 stars, and Jimbo been getting the best of the best. So he had some killers out there, man. And we did what we had to do.
In the great words of that robot dying on Futurama, I apologize for absolutely nothing. And I never will. For what? A win? Man, please. You wasn't gonna let me off the hook if we lost.
Y'all didn't beat A&M. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking like you.
If
I'm in that situation, I don't care.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to hear about who out and this and that. Nah, brother. Because if I lose, then it's y'all lost to the quad 8. Nah, not doing it.
I know the streets was lurking. They was waiting on us to lose, man. You ready to kick with James?
Yeah, I was. I definitely want that. Yeah, you ready? We can go ahead and bring them on.
Let's vibe. Let's kick it a little bit. Former Florida State fullback James Coleman. We're gonna kick it and talk some. He's not on.
He's not.
Oh, okay. Finneral's on deck. Not Coleman.
He probably talking to other James. Yeah.
No. I was saying, well, because Finneral's coming on at 1. I know Coleman was. You say it was ready. I want to bring him on. My bad, fellas.
It's all good. It's all good. Recap over the weekend. Make sure you go check it. Check out No Cap. While y'all are here and we got a little time, like, subscribe, comment, engage, show a lot of love, man. The super chat is still available if y'all have questions. But I had a great time this past weekend in Miami. Enjoyed myself. The Hard Rock was beautiful. Miami had great weather considering it is Miami, so it's gonna be a little hot. Down in South Florida, we don't respect winters and shit like that, man. So I'm still a little muggy. But overall, I had a blast, man, kicking it down there with y'all boys, man. And I appreciate every fan that pulled up. Shout out to Ben Raw Dice and everybody that supported us locally with helping us put this tailgate together and bringing things out. Great love down there, man. And you got to see a little bit of the Big 3 community. Everybody was chill, man, at our tailgate. It was good vibes.
Hell yeah. I had a great time, man. Shout out to everybody know homie Kwame. Kwame took me out, man, treated me like a baddie, man. And for that, I'll forever be grateful, dog. Went to Komodo, dog. And I was like, I heard of this place. And then I Googled it. And it had all them dollar signs next to the name. I said, oh boy. This is about to be an experience. And it was, man. That place was nice, brother. So I appreciate that, Kwame. And then that rolled us right into to the next day. Tailgate was fun, man. It was just a good laid back time, man. Like it's supposed to be. I just enjoyed, even though we was getting stumped, man, I just enjoyed hanging out, laughing, the jokes I had to take, the jokes I had to give back.
Right.
Just a good time, bro. It felt real family vibe-ish, man. Y'all need to pull up if you haven't pulled up yet. We got another one on the way, so
got a banger on the way, man. I already know Gators pulling the fuck up, man. It's gonna be a crowded affair. I'm gonna bring a few hundred people out there, man. You already know how I do with the nation. We're gonna pull up deep out there. My man Dustin already hit my DMs. He coming out there deep. We got some vibes. CJ, how you feeling, man? How was Miami for you, personally?
You muted too, see.
Like, he's trying to figure some shit out with James over there. Outside of like the shenanigans on the sidelines, let's talk a little bit. What you thought about post-game shenanigans? Like, not the game itself, but just like since the game has ended, what's your vibes on Miami right now?
I don't know. It feels like a total cleansing. Like, I think everybody.
Man, that shit trash, man. That shit trash.
I think everybody.
I heard that part. No, I'm just
I think everybody understand what it is now. I think everybody already in the portal shopping around, deciding what their next move is gonna be. They still posting their highlights on Instagram, which is amazing. Yeah. That's the kind that got to get up on out of here, bro. So, yeah, that's what I just felt like.
What highlights they had this past week? What they posted? I'm trying to figure out what they posted. They posted something for Florida State game?
Yeah. I think it was a catch.
Wild to me.
It was a catch. There was a tackle. You know, it happens.
So he did have a tackle. He had a stat.
Somebody had something. I don't know. Oh, you talking about now? I ain't calling nobody out in particular. I really don't know that. I don't think so though. Talking about 56. I don't think he did. Nah. Good job neutralizing, man. I gave y'all credit. That's enough of that shit.
Mari got to have another talk.
Neutralizing a nice word against stuff in the locker.
Yeah, they try to get in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
James, what's going on? We got former FSU fullback James Coleman joining the show. What's going on, brother?
Hey man, minus the bullshit, my life great.
I hear that.
Man.
So before we get into some
I hope y'all can hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we hear us. You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. I'm good now.
All right, bless.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear y'all, man. I ain't realize that I had to connect it to my Wi-Fi. I had to pull my stuff up.
Yeah, when it comes to phone, this new streaming service we got, it's being real finicky. We've been working out the kinks with it as well. But
I think he fell off. He fell off again. It's okay. We'll get him back. It's all good.
Right.
We're gonna work it out. Back to the shit.
That crew. We got to holler at crew.
I like the cleansing. I like the cleansing thing. I think both programs will be doing some cleansing. I think Florida State still will be shopping around. But Norvell already did a lot of that cleansing out when he got on campus. But I think we both gonna flip rosters. I'm glad I'm flipping my roster and going through my shit with some progress, man. Because it could be going. I'm not saying that Mario's dead in the water or anything like that, right? I'm just saying right now, from game to game, this season is just looking like a wash for y'all as far as like implementing culture. Because even the players that are there, y'all can just most of that roster is gonna be out of there. So you're back to square one with culture implementation or whatever. You good, James? Bro, you definitely my age, bro. Because technology beating your ass.
Yeah, man. Can y'all see me? Or
Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
Yeah, my bad. Nah, that time, damn, my bad. I don't know. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Goddamn phone died. So shit, if it ain't one thing, now we good. I just said fuck that shit, man. We're gonna go ahead and roll with this the way we rolling with it. So
You good now? Now you coming in perfect.
Yeah, I'm straight.
But nah, James, we had I want to talk about a couple things real quick now that we do have you on, because we had a lot of FSU former players on last week. And hell, you had your battles against Miami, scored some touchdowns, a really big touchdown against Miami. Hell, the teams you played against, man, was a lot better than what we seen last Saturday. But nonetheless, though, you played against some really good teams, and you say this all the time. People talk about the lost decade, but shit, our biggest gripe during that time is we just weren't able to beat Miami, and those are Miami's best damn teams. Man. So just talk about the playing in that rivalry and what it means to you.
Man, them motherfuckers are good, dog. 13 first-round draft picks on defense, I counted. That I played in 4 years. Not the entire team, just defense. And that's not including the guys like Rocky McIntosh, who were second-round picks, and you know, a bunch of other guys. But, like, you know, and I see DJ Williams is doing his thing with Dime Life, and I said the podcast, and he was talking about the just when Greg Jones ran over Sean Taylor and some other things like that. I had to block John Vilmore on that. It's a hell of a block by the fullback, by the way. But it's just amazing just how good those guys were and how good the rivalry was. And we got cussed out by our ancestors. I call them ancestors now because we went down there and whooped their ass 45-3 in front of their ancestors. But
in front of the ancestors, I like that, bro.
Our cat said that we sucked when we were losing to Miami, and it was just. But it was cool to play that rivalry, man. I have nothing but respect for a lot of the guys that I played with against that, except for one weekend out the year when I got to talk a lot of trash, especially doing business with Big Leon Syracuse up here in Jacksonville. And then what's Kelvin's last name? I had another guard, Kelvin, that I do some stuff with from time to time. He has a podcast about Miami every now and then. But it's just crazy. It's great. A lot of good trash talking. And at the end of the day, there's been some cats that came out of that rivalry.
My bad. My once you start saying the name, my damn Rolodex start going Kelvin Harris.
Yeah, Kelvin Harris. I thought he was dark skinned at first. I had never met him, but when you talk to him on the phone, he got one of those cool ass voices. And then you look at the picture, somebody sent me a picture. I'm like, man, that ain't the motherfucker I've been talking to. And then I looked, I was like, oh man, that's him. But he always give me a hard time on, like he was talking trash all the way up until 7:35 p.m.
Yeah.
And then he went ghost silent.
Radio silence.
he went radio silent on me, man. I was like, I told him I was gonna be celebrating about for an extra hour because it's daylight savings time. So we're gonna whoop your ass and talk trash for another hour. But I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I ain't gonna lie to him.
Nah, a lot of people didn't.
All right, real quick, man. We're gonna get into why we got you on the show in a minute, but give me your overall take on Miami right now. What you thought? What you thinking of the program? Where they at?
I think Miami will be better when they stop having these boys chasing ghosts. This isn't the 80s anymore. Cocaine is not as prevalent of a drug. Fentanyl is the thing that people are doing.
That's sad.
You got to stop trying
That's
to.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, and I say that tongue in cheek with the jokes, but like that's when Miami was the bad boys when Michael Irvin was doing a couple bumps before a game.
For sure.
That's not happening no more. So what you got to do is let these boys figure out a way to be who they are on their own. And everything from you got two lying-ass Cubans that keep trying to push this between Mario and John Ruiz. You got to have them chill out, front the money. I'm not mad at it, but let these boys find their own way and stop trying to relive the glory days, because even that team that won it all in 2002, that wasn't the same type of Miami team as the 80s. Like, you just let them find out how to do it now, and just have some reporters that have some accountability, man. Like, I'm watching the same films and videos, and people crack on us when we do our. I think FSU's beat writers hate FSU with some of the videos that they show from practice. I'm like,
here's the thing, James. Here's the thing. Right now, like the way social media and the world set up, people would do anything for engagement and analytics. Yeah. They don't care, even if it's shitting on a school they went to. All they care about is just the analytics, the numbers, clickbait, and all of that. So they'll catch a negative film of you guys. It'll be 100 positive things that's going. That ain't gonna get engagement. What's gonna get engagement? Negative shit. So they'll get the one negative play, throw it out there, and everybody get engagement, get attention to their page. The biggest problem in the world today is attention.
And I'll say that to say is that Miami guys will say it's great, and we just saw the quarterback throw 3 straight incompletions and pat and goes. And they talking about how good the arm is, and I'm like, well, ain't nobody catch the damn ball. So I think having somebody real, like, and also, some of the things, like the last thing I want to hear is, man, all these recruits were so excited, they're engaged, recruiting's going well. After I got my ass whooped 45-3. I need somebody to tell me the truth at some point, and I think that would temper some of the stuff. But I do think one thing Mario's going to do a good job of is recruit. But what Miami has never had a problem with is recruiting. Randy Shannon came in, had the #1 recruiting class his first year, and still got fired. They need some discipline. They need to figure out what the new culture is, and then go from there. And stop trying to live in the past. That's my only critique on it. Because I would love Miami to go, 10 and 11-1 every year. I don't ever want them to beat us, but it was it's a little bit more fun when it was something to look forward to, and I knew that it was only 2 games on the schedule that was going to be tough. 2 to 3 games on the schedule.
I wouldn't mind playing this shit myself.
I bet you wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Not you, right? You mean the Gators?
Yeah, the Gators.
Oh, okay.
I can't go out there and do shit, Larry.
You might have a flashback of past glory.
I can lock some shit down. Y'all receivers poo. I told you that in the off season. I definitely lock that shit down on the outside.
No.
You might be able to run past. Who's number 6? Number 6 is a liability. You might be able to. He's easy to get a post on. Run a post on him, man. He
a fucking D tackle. That's who number 6 is, right? A fucking D tackle.
They put
my bad.
Yeah,
that's the one that guarded the running back. Who's
right?
Tyrese Stevenson that can't guard nobody.
Number two.
Tyrese, okay, my bad. Yeah, the one who Pookie left.
I don't actually.
Pookie left.
Nah, Tyreek left Ivy number 8. I mean, I'm sorry, Pokey left number 8. Ivy.
Because that's the same. Okay, that's the one the Middle Tennessee State dude.
Yeah.
So apparently, I could beat him in a foot race, and that ain't good. Not me when I play. Me now. That ain't good.
For sure.
In his defense, Al Blaze blew that play, but point remains, he still do get burned. Al's supposed to have the help over the top on that play, but alas.
I just want him to learn. I want him to learn how to fake a hamstring injury. That's all I want that boy to learn. He had another opportunity versus Pokey, and he just kept chasing. Like, bro, you ain't gonna catch him. Fake. Fall down.
And my boy plucked one out the sky. He plucked one nasty one.
That was a nasty pick. Like,
that was a crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. That was a nasty pick.
That was a highlight of our whole damn game.
Let's get to why we got James on the show.
We pinned y'all ass on the 3 with that pick too.
Hey man, there's a lot of plays I missed on Saturday. We'll talk about later, bro. But we got James on the show to kick it a little bit and talk about that final game. The Florida Gators is pulling up to Tallahassee this year, and we've been talking to our fans about a possible tailgate out there. So CJ hit me up on the side and was like, "Hey man, what do you think about partnering up with James and us doing something big with a tailgate?" And you know, I'm about moments and experiences and doing something different. So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's chop it up." So we kind of came to the agreement to throw a big tailgate. James, give the people some info on what it is, how you do it.
What we do, top of lot 19 is kind of a staple right now. Most games we throw a really, really nice tailgate. We never had an opportunity to really kind of do what we call like a smash up, where you kind of have both sides. I mean, I think Larry and I came to the Miami one last year, but there was really nobody to really, partner with. We're all about experiencing good vibes. People can talk their trash and do whatever they need to do as long as they don't mess up the jambalaya or the liquor tent. That's all I care about.
Right.
But at the end of the day, beautiful people. We want good-looking women, good talent, former players, and good fans to be able to come in and interact. And what we do is we have the TV set up. We have big screens and things like that. So even if you're in Tallahassee, I know the ticket is really hard to secure right now, which is good. It's reminiscent of old times. But we'll have TVs up there set up so where people can watch the game. How I do it, I started these tailgates by trying to give people the experience of how I would do it. I don't drink low shelf liquor. I drink top shelf liquor. I eat good food. This ain't burgers and hot dogs.
Yeah.
And what I figured was, how can we do stuff? And we try to keep it reasonably priced. And I don't have time to check stuff, so we do all you can eat, all you can drink. And ABC Fine Wine and Spirits is a sponsor of everything that I do. So we'll have them, and Game Day Vodka will be a part of it as well. So we'll have plenty. If you can drive this tailgate, we got a bunch of people with problems, which is okay because that means I ain't got to take nothing home. But the thing is that the biggest thing is creating a good vibe, creating an atmosphere. I saw what you guys did in New Orleans. That was kind of cool. If people, people talked a lot of trash, but we had about 300 people find my tailgate off of Poitras in New Orleans. So we that's kind of what I'm looking for and what that vibe. If we can get a great amount of Florida State fans and a great amount of UF fans to be able to come party, fellowship after Thanksgiving on that Black Friday, and even give some people with some businesses some opportunities to be able to market to people. I think this is going to be a phenomenal event for everybody's brands.
Yeah, it's gonna be an absolute movie. We'll have our visual crew out there, our media team shooting. We'll bring our vibes. I wonder. We talked about possibly doing a live show, but our New Orleans tailgate was off the chain. A lot of fans out there. Y'all already know I'm bringing a lot of Gator fans. It's no questions asked. Orange and blue gonna be deep out there. I'm just ready to kick it. It's gonna be good vibes. CJ, what you thinking?
Yeah, so that was pretty much my thinking because I already know how James's shit gets down on lot 19, and just picturing, on top of the garage how much space it is in regards to that. I was like, oh, that's a no-brainer. We could collab and bring all of it together. The crew that James has. I know a lot of Florida fans have been begging for this, so we bring the Florida fans together, and of course the FSU fans can roll up all together. I think this shit is going to be the best tailgate we threw by far, and that's saying a lot. With the LSU tailgate and things like that. Hell, even you, James, what you did at LSU with 300, I feel like it'll be easily 300, and it's enough space to accommodate everyone. The food is going to be good. It's just going to be an amazing event. Right after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, leading up to the night game.
There's a couple Florida girls that I've seen I can't really interact with because they're ops, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm curious. So
they gonna beat them. They gonna beat them. They gonna beat them. Trust me.
Well, I can interact. I'm getting nothing about none of that shit. Getting about none of that shit. Like I told Silk before, I definitely was in the TP with a few of the Seminole ladies, and I don't regret one moment of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I creep B and in TP. I'm in and up out of there. I'm gonna be probably the only one there, but all 17 of y'all in Tallahassee, y'all pull up too, man. I know y'all. I'd have met some of y'all. So pull up.
People ain't coming outside right now, man. People hide, man.
Why not, man? Hey, we can't do nothing about it, man. Put your shit on and come on and hang out,
That's
man.
a fact. I do want to tell any business or any people that are interested in vending with us, we're gonna have some vendors out there, man. We got a few people from the cannabis side that's going to be vending with us. I spoke with James about. So any other people that are interested in doing anything, if you're an entrepreneur, you got a business, contact either me, James, or anybody on this platform, and we can put you in touch with the right people. What else you got, James?
Particulars, it ain't free. This
Oh,
is
hell no.
America. We're capitalists, but $50. I don't know what you could. 50, that's to me. I don't know what y'all drink, but that's probably anywhere between 2 to 3 drinks for something that I do, and I will be a lot of liquor. If you buy the ticket, if you drink beer, please help me. At least send me what you like, because I'll try my best. I don't drink beer, so I'll make sure that's covered. But and I just
I
need to
think
know what
seltzer
Gators.
I think the ladies like seltzer. I don't know about beer.
We'll have seltzer. We'll have some champagne out
Okay.
there. We'll have some gator tails. So I don't know if y'all ever engaged in that, but we may have a little bit of that. That may be sacrilegious for y'all, but we'll have
Well,
other food too.
I'm from
It's gonna be gator
Belgrade, so
tail
I've
everywhere,
eaten.
baby. Before and after, it's gonna be some gator
Can you
tail.
eat? Is that
We
in
about to
your,
run. Quit talking crazy, CJ. We about to run down on y'all, bro. Like,
Is
Before
that
and
in
after,
y'all?
baby.
Is that in your regimen now, Sil? Or is
nah, I don't
that's
eat gamey food.
okay
I've eaten gator tail when I was
in the past? Yeah.
in the past, but no, I don't indulge in
We'll have vegan food, man. My believe it or not, the guy who makes my food is actually vegan.
my guy. I like that guy already, bro. I know he gonna have some fire. It's one
But he
thing.
make good ass barbecue though. It's just people don't believe that he don't eat it and taste it. It just come out right. But so like our
Yeah, that's
my
the natural
green
shit. You gotta taste
beans,
your
the
own stuff, though, huh?
greens, the cabbage, none of that'll have meat in
It's
it.
gotta be
So that'll
raw.
be all straight organic or whatever y'all do with that.
Straight
I
vegan
eat meat.
over there. Yeah. Yeah, they won't even eat it if it got the juice from it, man. That's
Nah,
crazy.
you can't. Yeah,
It
once
can't
like
not even the
chicken,
flavor.
some chicken had
Yeah,
touched the
like
rice my wife had cooked one time, and she was like, "You not gonna eat it? Nah, I'm not gonna eat it. You gotta throw all that out."
Oh,
She
my
got,
bad. I want to make this clear too. It is going to be a lot of adult activities and shenanigans going on, but something that we always do, and what I do these things for myself is for my nonprofit and for kids. So it is. There will be stuff for kids. We'll have juices and stuff. It won't be far from the moonshine, so you got to watch your kid. Don't let them get into the dream circle, because it's Tampico to the Tampico juice box. I don't want your kid getting dizzy and you blaming me. But there will be stuff there for the kids. It is kid friendly if you got some kids that want to come. But it's vibes. I don't know what your white listeners are, but my guys are used to it now. It's like coming to a big ass black family reunion. Everybody got cousin Pete, so you put a
so
little bit in, and you get a lot of it out. Any of the former Florida players that have listened to this, I would love to have you guys come out. Just make sure you get at me. We can make sure that you're taken care of. Any former knows that listen to this, you guys already know the vibes and what the deal is. But like I said, I think it's going to be a great opportunity, great experience, and if we can have 500 in that bitch, that's what we want.
that's what we about to do.
That's what's up.
That's what we about to do, bro. We about to turn up a little bit, man. Hey, appreciate you for hanging out. Proud to be doing business with you, my guy, and we're gonna have a good ass time, man.
All right,
That's
bet,
what's
man. Y'all
up.
have a good show.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Appreciate it, 36. Can't wait to get to it.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
All right, real quick. Let's before we get into it, James, let's go ahead and get the ad read for Big Three Talk.
We got to mix it up a little bit now, but what we about to talk? We going to the Big Three Talk right now?
Yeah, because we got Syracuse that's ready to go. James
right.
Finneral is in the back.
The roll up is brought to you by the great folks at State Farm. Be sure to visit Allen Horn Insurance and also give them a call at 706-692-2888. Insures the states of Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, and Alabama for any home, auto, life insurance. Like a good neighbor, my man Allen is right there. A quality of service. It's not your budget insurance, but you're gonna get great service, great. Whenever you get in an accident or your roof blow off, because Nicole
It's
is out
bound to
there.
happen. All right.
Yeah, Nicole on her way and she gonna land. She ain't Ibis. She ain't that shit that Mario got down south. She's actually gonna do
Sebastian.
something.
This ain't named Sebastian. This is
No,
named
this ain't
Nicole.
Sebastian.
All
Right. All you gotta do is give him a call because Allen is one of those guys you could call personally. You're not gonna call a customer service net line. You could give Allen a call. He's your personal insurer at 706-692, the same number, 2888, and he'll be able to take care of whatever issue you got going on in the claim department, man. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Big 3 talk. Let's kick it. Syracuse.
You change that to like a good hater.
Beijing, Dino.
A good hater is always there too.
I'm an elite hater. I'm very good.
Pop up no matter what.
Carl, you go ahead and bring on James.
Can't wait to hate.
Come on,
especially
man.
on Miami.
Man, look here. They're going to show up. I know where they're going to be. Jokers show up before they brush their teeth.
Hey, James, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
No problem at all. Folks, we have James Finneral here, a Syracuse reporter with 247 Sports. James, let me go ahead and get started. We've been talking about we just had we got a joke about Dino going on. He's done a really good job of this year. Last year was really tough. Let's talk about the coaching job that Dino has done so far at the Syracuse Orangemen. I think he's done one of the better coaching jobs in the country so far.
Yeah, he's definitely gained some national attention this year. Heading into the season, I would say he was definitely on the hot seat. As you said, few bad seasons in a row. It's been a while since they've made a bowl game, and then they come out, start the season 6-0, and Syracuse has the national spotlight a little bit. And so, yeah, he's done a great job, and it's also some changes in the coaching staff as a whole. The offensive coordinator, Robert and I, came over from Virginia after last season, and that has kind of reinvented and reinvigorated the entire offense, and that's kind of been the key because this team was really good defensively last year, but they couldn't get anything going on offense because they just relied solely on Sean Tucker, the great running back. But now they have a much more versatile offense, and that's been the key difference maker. So coaching has been a huge change this year.
And you mentioned that Syracuse started 6-0. They've recently been on a three-game skid and having some injuries within the quarterback room. Let's talk about first, who do you think will play this weekend at quarterback for Syracuse?
That's the big question. I mean, it's so tough to tell. Dino Babers in his press conference just didn't really want to give anything up. And the same thing last week heading into Pitt. He really didn't disclose any information. And I guess the backup Carlos Del Rio Wilson was taking the first team reps all along, but he just didn't tell anyone because he didn't want to tip his hand to Pitt. And I think he's doing the same thing here. I think there's a better chance that Garrett Schrader gets out there because it didn't seem like a crazy serious injury, and now that he did have that extra week off, I think there's definitely more of a chance, but I would say it's still pretty 50-50 based on the information that we have so far, but that's going to be a huge difference in the game is who's going to actually end up being the starting QB.
Yeah, definitely going to be a huge difference. Just talk about the differences within the quarter. Well, let's talk about Schrader, for instance. What are some of his strengths or some of the things he does well that makes the offense go for Syracuse? He's had a pretty good year so far.
Yeah, Schrader is taking a big step
injury.
up for sure. Yeah, last year he was pretty reliant on his legs. He would take off a lot and not really throw the ball down the field. And I think there's been a big change this year, especially with the new offensive coordinator, Robert and I. They found better, more creative ways to get the ball into the playmakers' hands, and that's really helped Schrader this year. And he is still a threat with his legs. He's more accurate this year, more comfortable in the pocket, but he definitely can take off. And the run-pass option with him and Sean Tucker has been pretty dangerous for Syracuse. So early on in the season, it's kind of faded the past few weeks, especially. They didn't have him last week. But definitely he has taken a huge step forward, and he's kind of what gets this offense going. So, I mean, Syracuse needs him out there, in my opinion, in order to compete with Florida State come Saturday.
And speaking of Sean Tucker, he's had an amazing year last year, one of the better backs in the ACC, on pace for another 1,000-yard season this year. Before we get into his play on the field, I got a side question. How do you feel about his self-reflection post-game tweets that he dropped usually after every game? I think that's pretty. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah,
and Syracuse fans love it for sure. Everyone's waiting to see what Sean Tucker has to say after the game, and it's been a wide range of outcomes this year. As Syracuse started 6-0, he's like, I'm very pleased with his Heisman campaign with the 34 in the middle there. And so he does that reflection after every game, and it started out really good as they started 6-0, but in the last 3 weeks or so, he's not been very pleased with his performance or the performance of the team. So Definitely, it's been interesting to see his self-reflection, and he's had a couple slow games the past few games, but all the defenses know they have to come in and key on him. He is the best offensive player on Syracuse, so he's going to garner all that attention. I expect Florida State to do the same on Saturday and see if he can break through, because last game they just weren't able to get the ground game going, and that was the big difference there, and they didn't even get into the end zone against Pitt. So it's going to be interesting to see what version of Sean Tucker and the Syracuse run game comes out this Saturday.
Hey, James, real
go
quick,
ahead,
James. What's your opinion? I'm the Gator guy on the show, so Carlos Del Rio is a guy that I still want to get like information on. I was a fan of his a little bit. So how is he maturing and developing over there?
Yeah, so he came in the middle of the Notre Dame game. Dino Babers pulled Schrader because he felt he didn't want to risk him getting further injured, and so Del Rio Wilson came in for the second half of that game, and he definitely sparked the offense a little bit. He's not afraid to take chances down the field, and obviously, as you know, he's a very athletic player, so he can take off and run with it as well. Then last game was definitely not his bright spot, his first start, and as I said, they didn't get into the end zone against Pitt, and I think he just needs to make a couple better decisions. He's holding on to the ball a little bit too long at times. I mean, Pittsburgh pass rush did get to him pretty quickly, so that's something to look out for if he is the starter this Saturday, is seeing how quick he can make those decisions, gets the ball out of his hands. And honestly, there were some drop passes as well. He could have had a much better game last week, but I'm curious to see how he moves along, because eventually, if he does stay in the system, it is going to be his job once Schrader ends up leaving.
And speaking of, we kind of talked about Sean Tucker and the rushing attack, and that's something we need to hone on to. But I don't think FSU has played a good receiver that scared me, and probably about maybe the
Espresso
Clemson
last
game.
week.
Oh yeah. That was more of a little. Now we don't get into that. That wasn't any fear at all. Let's put it that way. more so some happiness that Espresso was on the field. But we haven't played a good receiver since probably the Clemson game. But Syracuse has, and it's crazy how these names come in full circle nowadays. I feel like I'm getting a little bit old now. But you got a Ronnie Gaskin Jr. Exactly, the leading receiver for Syracuse, one of the best receivers in the ACC. I think he's a guy that could give us some trouble. So just speak about Ronnie Gaskin for a little bit.
Yeah, Gadsden has been a huge positive surprise for Syracuse this season. He's got the build for it, 6'5", 215, 220, so he's obviously a matchup nightmare for a lot of defenses. And a huge thing is Garrett Schrader, when he's been healthy, Gadsden's been by far his number one target, whereas Del Rio Wilson seems to be spreading it around a little bit more. So I think that will be a huge impact on how many targets and receptions Gadsden can get. But he has been excellent this season. He's just a physical specimen. It's really hard for one player to match up against him. You can just lob it up and he'll go up and get it. And I think you know a little bit about that with Johnny Wilson being a bit of a matchup nightmare as well for some guys. And so he's been huge for the Syracuse offense this season, but especially with Schrader under center, they have a really good rapport going. So if Schrader is the starter on Saturday, I think Gadsden's going to come out and have a big game after having a couple slower outings.
Yeah, I think Wilson should definitely start.
Have you, James, have you ever heard of Fabian Lovett?
I knew you were going to say that.
I have not.
Never heard of him. Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of the extent of my question now, brother. Go ahead. That's it. What you got? No, you did good, man. Listen, you don't know what you just did for me right there, man, and I appreciate it. If you ever need a favor from me, man, you follow me on Twitter or DM. We'll get all that squared away, man. That's all I need from you, my man. Hey, we're all about community here. You know, this is a Miami, Florida State, Florida, podcast. So obviously we all love each other, and we would never take cheap shots at each other or anything like that. So it's good to have one more member of the family, man. ACC, right? Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, see what you got there, man.
No, James, so let's talk about the defense a little bit, because that's pretty much been the strength of Syracuse the last couple of years. And just tell me what Syracuse has to do to slow down this FSU offense.
Yeah, I think the key matchup in the whole game is going to be Florida State run game versus Syracuse defensive line and linebackers. That's been an issue over the 3-game losing streak for Syracuse, as they have not been able to stop the run. Clemson ran all over them, and then Notre Dame did the same thing. And then last week, Pittsburgh ran most of the time. Their average was kind of low, but still they outrushed Syracuse by like 140 or so yards, which is a huge difference because Syracuse couldn't get the ground game going. Pittsburgh had the ground game going, time of possession, things like that, and just leaning in the favor of Pittsburgh. So I think that's going to be huge to look out for, because Florida State, I believe, is first in the ACC in rushing yards per game. They have a really good rushing attack, and Syracuse, the defensive line, has taken some hits via injuries this season. They're a little undersized. The linebackers are a strength of the defense, but it's just going to come down to if they can slow down Florida State's run game. I think that will be a huge difference in this ballgame.
All right, James. So let's speak a little bit about the dome. That's been one of the toughest places to play for Florida State in recent years. It's a pretty intimidating atmosphere, especially when the crowd is going to things like that. Let's just talk about the dome and that home field advantage for Syracuse.
Yeah, it's been huge for Syracuse this season. They've lost one game at home, and that was to Notre Dame a few weeks ago. And I think that is a big reason why they were able to get out to that 6-0 start. They had, I think, one game on the road, and it was against UConn. So they're definitely had a nice advantage there, and they took advantage of it, obviously, if they've only lost one game so far, and this is their finale in the dome. But yeah, they've had some issues early on in the season kind of getting that place filled up. It is a big stadium, and Syracuse doesn't have quite the football culture that a Florida State, Florida, or Miami have. But as they got better and better, the dome was filling up. They had 2 sold-out games. I think the NC State game was sold out, as that was the top 25 matchup, and then also the Notre Dame game was sold out. And I expect this one to be pretty rocking as well, because I think this is a pretty underrated game this week. These are 2 teams that have shown really nice flashes. I think Florida State went through a 3-game skid as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they bounced back
exactly what
nicely.
we called it, James.
Yeah.
Skid row.
Skid row, got it. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very exciting matchup, and the dome has been a huge advantage for Syracuse this year. I expect it to play in their favor this week, and I'm excited to see how it goes down.
Before we get into your score prediction, James, just let me know, what do you think Syracuse has to do in order to win the game? What has to go right for Syracuse for them to win the football game? And in your opinion, what would FSU have to expose on Syracuse's part to win the football game for FSU?
I think the big thing, as I mentioned a little earlier, is Florida State's run against the Syracuse defense. If Florida State does what Pitt, Clemson, and Notre Dame have done over the past 3 weeks, I think they're going to be in a great spot to win the game, and it's going to come down to how is Syracuse going to be able to scheme them, force them to throw the football, even though they've been doing well in that aspect as well. But just not letting them run all over you. And then I think the Garrett Schrader injury is a huge question that will impact this game as well. I would feel a lot better about Syracuse's chances if he is the starter, because I don't think Dino Babers is going to put him out there unless he's pretty close to 100%, and we didn't really.
He
like Mario, huh?
Yeah, he's not like Mario Cristobal, huh?
Stand up guy, that Dino.
Right. That's.
I guess
I knew I liked that guy.
Yeah. It was pretty clear in that Notre Dame game that Schrader was not looking 100%. I think he took a lot of hits against Clemson, where they actually had a nice lead on them and then gave it up. But hopefully Schrader is able to make his way back in, and Dino thinks he's close to 100%, and I think that will have a huge impact on the game. But definitely that run defense of Syracuse versus the Florida State rush attack is what I'm going to be looking at specifically to see what it's going to sway in the direction for the victory.
What is your run defense like?
It started out the year pretty decent, but it's kind of fallen apart over the last 3 weeks. It's just the defensive line is a little small, I would say. I mean, they play extremely hard, and they've had some moments throughout the year, but some of these bigger offensive lines,
James. Good.
bigger offensive lines have kind of had their way.
Hey, James, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a different type of running game we got. I mean, this is a different beast.
Yeah, ran down on Leonard Taylor and them boys last week, man. He sounded good, James.
It'll be interesting though. I mean, I think it's gonna be huge to look out for. But expecting a close game, especially if Schrader is in there and starting QB.
All right, James, give me a score. Go ahead, Larry on.
No, I said just play y'all game, man. Don't worry, they ain't that good. We just that bad. There's nothing to fear. You have the dome on your side.
Yeah, of course.
Right. All right, James, give me a score prediction.
I haven't thought about it too much, but with the uncertainty at quarterback, I will take Florida State 27-21 right now.
Damn. I gotta go with
some information comes out about Schrader. I think it will be closer, but that would be my prediction as of now.
Gotcha.
I can't lie if you came on here and say I was gonna lie and say I thought Syracuse was gonna win, but after you said that, James, I gotta be honest.
I mean, I wouldn't trust me too much. I've been wrong before.
I hope you're wrong again. I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I'm also behind in my pick, so I gotta catch up.
Awesome.
What you got there? Oh, you want me to go?
I don't have a score. Go ahead, man. Let me let you lie first.
I'm gonna roll with the Beijing King. Mr. Blackout himself, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. Dino's done, honestly, all things considered, Dino's done a really good job there. That's why I think it was a little bit ridiculous that he's on the hot seat. I'm like, it's Syracuse. It's not the easiest situation to be in, and I thought he's had some flashes of good seasons. Right, yeah, so I was like, hot seat.
No, he had a really good season in 2018, and then...
Yeah, so I was like, so I think Dino likes to kind of, remind people a little bit of who he is. I think it's one of these games where he's gonna come out. He's gonna have the dome rocking, like you said. I like. Give me Syracuse 28, Florida State 27. Man, really good game, really fun game.
I like the field goal miss. I like the field goal miss.
Yeah, they're gonna have a chance.
You inspired me, bro.
Give
me. I was gonna go Syracuse because James wasn't hyping it up. James came in here and was honest. And I don't like reporters that are honest. I like Larry. Larry sold me on the bullshit. So I'm gonna go.
Yeah, what I do.
I'm gonna go 34-37. Florida State field goal kicking situation cost them a game. It hasn't cost them a game really yet, you know what I'm saying? But I think it cost them a game in this one.
There we go. All right,
I'm gonna go 31-16. Yeah, we take care of business.
That sounds about right. That sounds logical right there, man.
Go 31-16. I think I just don't think the quarterback situation is kind of up in the air for Syracuse. Score a touchdown. I think the rest will be field goals. FSU defense has been playing pretty well, but yeah, I do. We got some offensive issues with Gasson and Tucker that could hurt you. But I think the defense does enough, and the offense it's just clicking right now. So give me 31-16 FSU.
Okay.
All right, man. Appreciate you, James, for joining us, man. Let the people know where they can find you at.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at just James Finneral, and my work is on Syracuse 24/7 Sports. It's Cuse Nation is the name of the website. And that's where you can find any of my articles, things like that. But appreciate you guys having me on. This is a lot of fun.
Hey, James, how old are you, man? Just curious, how old are you?
I'm 24.
All right.
You're young as hell, okay.
Good stuff.
Oh, man,
thanks for hanging out, man.
Before we let you go, James, how is Syracuse? How is Syracuse like as a city?
Oh, I was up there, bro.
What's up?
Abysmal.
What was that?
No, I was saying, how is Syracuse like as a city?
It's it gets a bad rap because it's winter for about like 75% of the year.
Ridiculous.
But it's got some good food there. I mean, the school kind of runs the entire city. It's a nice community that gets behind the teams very well, I would say. But yeah, I'd say the one complaint that I have about it is that it's cold for a long time.
Yeah,
Upstate New York is the Dickens, bro. All right, James, hold it down,
Thank you.
man.
You guys have a good one. Thank you.
You as well.
Yeah, you was up there too. But you was in Buffalo or something?
I was right next to Buffalo.
Right next to him. Oh, my man Rod here already.
Hey, Rod, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Man. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, Syracuse is not a good place to be all the time.
I tried to tell him. I didn't want to be like rude to the guy because he was right there, but I was like,
75% winter is rough, and I don't mind some winter, but 75,
And a
their
real
winner's probably
winner.
a little bit.
Yeah, that's
a
what I'm saying.
little
They
bit.
got a real winner. They ain't got like a Georgia winner I'm used to. I
I'm
could
from
do a
South
little
Florida.
snow.
Had to get
Yeah,
out
I've
of
done
here.
it. I've done winter in Tulsa, so I've seen the bitter cold and some snow, but yeah, not 75% of the time. Dog. That sounds like misery and gloom. But
Exactly what it is.
Rod, man, we're so happy to have you back with us. This time definitely a better shot at winning. You called it pretty good last time. You called it pretty good last time. I mean, you gave them boys a little more love. But here we are, Miami week. God, we're both on pretty bad teams right now. Somebody got to win the game, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities going on, and especially with that quarterback situation.
Well, y'all ain't got a
Yeah.
head coach, so there's not a lot of similarities, Rod.
Well, they got some turnover.
Your guy's on his way out. He's already out. They don't fire Jeff Collins. This is Mario's return to glory.
Got the same number of wins, Coach down in Miami's not telling anybody who's going to be starting on Saturday. Brent Key, same thing, trying to make Miami guess who's going to be the starter. So,
Hey, hold on.
I mean,
Van Dyke still up in question? We still doing that?
No, he's saying the last week. But then if you look at this week, it's the same deal where
Garcia,
we don't
yeah.
know. We don't know what they're doing in Georgia Tech.
Rod, I know for our game that Jeff Sims he was up in the air by his injury. Did he play last week for Georgia Tech?
No. We had our SID come up to the press box up there in Blacksburg about 15 minutes before the game and said he's dressed. We'll play only in an emergency situation. And I think we're probably
the same thing they said against for us, I believe.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be the same thing this week too. I expect to see Pyron out there, especially after the way he finished that game against Virginia Tech, and he's a freshman, true freshman, who will be playing his third game. He can play this week and next week and still record. So they may be, who knows? They may be holding Sims out until that Georgia game.
Oof.
What are you gonna do in that game?
You ain't gonna put me in that game, coach. Sorry.
That's when I really I ain't feeling good, coach.
Yeah. You heard about the flu? It's going around.
It's going around, man.
Yeah, it's a nasty bug out there.
Yeah, you don't want to throw that true freshman to the fire there against Georgia.
Yeah, that's true too.
Somebody got to do too much for him to handle.
Somebody got to do it right.
Somebody got to be sacrificed. And if I'm Jeff Sims, it ain't me.
I tell you what, if you got your freshman and he need to get his feet wet, you got the perfect week right here, man.
Yeah.
This is the team to get your confidence again. Get your confidence going against.
Yeah.
They won last week, so they should be feeling high. I mean, Virginia Tech pretty bad too, so we beat them. So that's why I say this is probably the closest matchup on paper that Miami and Georgia Tech had in quite some time. They beaten us on bad years, but this year is really a true toss-up on who's going to come out with the victory. I did want to ask you with the recent turnover, and you covering the team. Now they've moved on from the athletic director as well, correct?
Yeah, they have a new athletic director in place, in Jay Batt, who came from Alabama.
That's right.
And he's hot right in the middle of that coaching search now. And he got to give him credit. He's doing a good job of keeping things close to the vest, handling the boosters, not letting them leak any information. But, there's some names out there, but, who do you believe?
Right. As a guy who, covers the team, it is similar to Miami in the fact that, it's in a metropolitan area, so there's some pluses in there as far as the NIL stuff goes. A little bit of negative of the city life versus the college life, depending on how you look at it. Without knowing the coach, who would be a guy that maybe at the top of your list that you think could probably come in and face some of those challenges, or what kind of guy, if you don't have a name, to face those particular challenges?
Right. And I think, among recruits, Atlanta has a pretty good reputation. So, they like the idea perhaps of getting to that big city and everything that's going on around Atlanta. And at the same time, when you walk onto the campus, you say, wow, how could there a nice campus like this be in the city, that size? But that's just the way it is. So we're looking at guys like Jamie Chadwell from Coastal Carolina.
That's a good name.
Big time offensive guy. I've heard O'Brien, his name mentioned, assistant coach over there at Alabama. But I'm not a fan of that one.
Nah, but I'm not a big Bill guy, man. I think Bill's a pro guy.
Yeah, and I think, truth be known, I think Georgia Tech is looking at, guys that have been head coaches already. They're not looking for assistant coaches. They want proven head coaches, and Chadwell's one of those guys. You have Clark, who brought UAB back on the map again after the AD had flushed the program.
Bill Clark. That's a good name, Bill Clark.
And he restored the program. They were going great, and then he had another run-in with the AD, and he said, "Well, I'm resigning because of my back." But the word is, he wants to coach again. And
that would
you
be
have
a great hire.
Yeah, he would be a good one. The recent talk has been about Houston from Eastern Carolina, who he led James Madison to the national title, and then the following year they went back to the title game. So, those are some of the names that we're hearing right now, and we're hearing that Bat has already heard back from a couple of guys saying, yeah, we would like the job. So now it's probably in his hands as to who he wants to hire. And, of course, you have some people out there that would like to keep Brent Key, the interim coach. He's a Georgia Tech grad, but I think you have to get away from everything that was associated with what went on before. And the reason for that, you want to get the fans back involved. And right now, they're not involved.
Yeah, breath of fresh air, so to speak.
At attendance, they had that Thursday night game after winning 2 straight, and I think 29,000 people showed up, which just doesn't get it when football is how you make your money.
Yeah, I agree. Going through that situation recently, for the fans, man, trust me, get you somebody new, re-energize things, kind of, like I said, flush out the system a little bit. And what about Deion, man? I think Deion might work out there. I'm not even saying that in the back. Like, I think Deion could work in Atlanta.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
Yeah, I'm sure he could, but the thing we always heard was there was an interest from Georgia Tech's end of things. Now that's hearsay on my part.
Right.
But and of course Deion tries to shoot down all those rumors, and there's a lot of them going around for sure. And there's a reason for it. He's done great things at Jackson State, and he would bring some new fans into the Georgia Tech fan base for sure.
Oh yeah.
Rod, what is the I know Georgia Tech just got a new athletic director and things like that. What is the financial situation like at Georgia Tech? How committed is Georgia Tech to being good at football in regards to giving the new head coach everything that's needed to run a successful program in the ACC? I know Georgia Tech has money, but how committed are they to putting that money within the athletic program and funneling it to the football program specifically?
Yeah, you're right, and most of that money is on the academic side. So in the past, they never shared it with athletics. President Cabrera he's originally from Spain. He's a graduate of Georgia Tech. His wife graduated from Georgia Tech. His kids went there. So he told everybody, hey, I'm invested in Georgia Tech, and I want Georgia Tech athletics to be as highly ranked as our academic side of things. So I'm telling you right now, we're going to pledge money from the foundation, and where all the money is, we're going to pledge money towards the athletic program, and finding the right coach is not going to involve money being a problem. So I expect them not only to be able to pay a good head coach, but also bring in some good assistants, which that really important in how the program progresses also.
Right, correct.
I got a question as well, Rod. I don't want to talk about the game because both of you guys are terrible.
Yeah, I don't have no game notes.
Do you think you guys go back to your traditional offense when looking for a coach, or do you think you guys gonna be more progressive? And also, two-part question: do you think academics and that is a hindrance with you guys getting or up in the talent level in the recruiting department?
Yeah, I don't see him going back. I see him continuing down the road, because I think they have some good players in place, especially with the freshman quarterback, some good young running backs, some good young receivers. They're developing an offensive line where 4 of the 5 starters are in their first year. So, I think they're going to find somebody that may play the offense a little differently, but it's basically going to be the same, stay on the same course. And, as far as academics, the main thing is Georgia Tech is not a liberal arts school. And so you can't hide in, different types of courses that, even I could slide through, so
Florida State type
right
stuff.
Now you have to take certain math and science courses, and that's just part of the deal. And the kids know that when they come in. I mean, they have a good support system in place with tutors and that type of thing. But, a lot of the big-time recruits don't want to have to deal with that. I mean, it's just plain and simple. So it sort of narrows down the type of kid you can recruit, but still they should be getting more of those 4-star type of recruits than they have been getting.
Right.
Okay. I got you. I like all that. Well, I guess, I know we ain't
Right.
got
What do you think? We got one more thing. I don't want to jump to the score just yet. What do you think Georgia Tech has to do? It's probably not a lot. What do you think Georgia Tech has to do in order to win this game?
Hey, them boys ain't scoring They ain't scored a touchdown in 2 weeks. Rod, I don't know if you've been following this shit show. They haven't crossed the pylon and got a tutty in 2 weeks, man. So, what do you think? Like CJ said, what do you think you guys got to do to win this thing?
The thing, I'm up here and Miami's down there, so I haven't, been following everything closely. But in the beginning of the year, I thought Miami had the talent to be
talk about it.
One of the factors in the Coastal.
They did.
And that just hasn't happened. And I think, looking at their games, I think the key for any team that plays Miami is to get an early lead, because it just doesn't seem like Miami plays well from behind.
That's all they've been doing.
And yeah, you're right. And so I think Georgia Tech has to come out of that tunnel, put some points on the board, maybe
7.
Maybe put some pressure on the quarterback, get a turnover or two, and I think that'll, sort of change the course of the game. And
first one to 10 wins, Rod.
I think Georgia Tech will put some points on the board, but crazy things happen, and we've had some crazy games with Miami. I mean, Jeff Collins' first game went down there. Everybody thought, this is definitely going to be Miami's game, and somehow Georgia Tech won that game. I was there shaking my head like, how did this happen? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens at Bobby Dodd, because neither team you can't go into a game and say, hey, we're going to win this game. That's just not the case with either of these teams, for sure.
I cannot tell a lie.
Right. If you guys score a touchdown in the first or second quarter, man, that might be the game winner.
It's a wrap. I said first one to 10 wins, CJ. That's my take.
Oh, yeah, first and 10, yeah, definitely.
Could be the case. I won't sit up here and lie. Just too much has to happen for me to. I can't. I mean, it's nothing I can tell you that's going to tell you why we're going to win this game. I can tell you how we might win this game.
How you think y'all might win it? Talk to me.
If I'm pretty sure we're going to go with Jakari. Right?
How many field goals you got?
That's score prediction time. Hold on, I'll get you. You can do the math then. But you can do the math. I already got a score in mind. So, but no, I think for us to be able to pull this game off in all seriousness, Jakari's probably going to be the starter. which is fine. He still got to refine his passing game. If we are going to win this game, if we have a chance to win this game, I need him to give me 175 yards. I'm not even asking in the air.
Rushing?
No, and then use his legs to get me another 60 or 70.
Hey, y'all
I don't think they're that tough up. He can run. That's what I'm saying. I'm not asking
a pass for 175 is what.
Yeah, bro. That's a
$1.75 ain't nothing. Y'all. See how y'all do? I try not. You gonna make it look. You right.
I'll be honest with the audience, man. Like that sounds like a hard number for him to get to.
It shouldn't be, considering both teams are really bad.
But Georgia Tech defense, I will say Georgia Tech, even though playing against us, I think is a little different. Their defense isn't that bad, and you guys can't really run the ball that well. So like, Georgia Tech they've been playing pretty solid on defense. I guess you could say they're pretty much the same as Miami. They've been playing pretty solid on defense up until last week. But Georgia Tech,
until we got done last week, I was about to say. So it's hard to say. That's what I'm saying. You putting in two Siamese fighting fish.
This is like mirror images.
That dangerous is really going to happen. Have y'all ever done that? I didn't know you couldn't do that. And I put two of them in there, and one of them I came back. When I came back, one of them was out of there. I didn't know. Like, literally, the fish would not coexist in the little bowl together. I didn't know that as a kid. But, they'll go at it. And when I came home, one of them was on the floor, dog.
To the death.
Yeah, to the death, bro.
You know, Miami isn't down very often, so when they are, y'all have to take advantage of that.
You talking about Miami, Ohio? What are you talking about?
Sure. 20 years of mediocrity, man. That's not that long. The program been around since 40-something, I think. Anyway, all right, well, let's get these scores off then real quick.
Yeah, Rob, what's your score prediction?
I'm going 21-17 Georgia Tech.
Oh, it's a barn burner.
Yeah.
It is an absolute barn burner, baby. I
like your score, Rod. I like your score.
What you got, AC?
Let me get I'm gonna go 16-13 Georgia Tech.
Woo!
Y'all score a touchdown.
Was thugging it out, boy. Field goal for field goal.
What you got, AC?
Give me 27-10 Georgia Tech.
Man.
Ooh, man.
Punish them.
I don't know. How can you get 10 points with field goal and not touchdowns?
They're gonna make it work. They're gonna get two field goals and two safeties.
Yeah, they'll figure
it out. It's all to the good. I got it. Miami 18. Georgia Tech 12.
No touchdowns.
They get a touchdown, a safety, and a field goal. You know what I mean?
Okay, I thought it was all field goals.
We kicked 6 field goals. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I really think that's what the game might end up being. So, we're gonna see. This is actually probably gonna be one of my funner games to watch because we both really bad. So it's like, man, who's gonna come out on top on this? Somebody has to. So, best of luck to the Yellow Jackets and the Rambling Wreck. We will be pulling up in small numbers. You'll see us. It'll be a little orange and green corner though. We'll be there.
And if Miami comes out on top, I can go drown my sorrows in a basketball game that's starting right after that. So.
Yeah, just go right over.
Yep.
Rod, let the people know where they can find you at.
Yeah, on Twitter, it's Rod Mackenzie or Georgia Panther, and you can find us at gojackets.com on the 247 network. I look forward to being with you guys. It's always a lot of fun. It's not straight down the middle like a lot of ASR, and you can have some good talk. So I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, man. Ain't no script,
definitely. That's always a pleasure. Once after having you on for the FSU game, it was a no-brainer to try to bring you back on for this game as well.
For sure.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
Fans are a big fan of Rod, man. It's like y'all got to bring Rod back.
Most definitely. All right, you take care and have a good one.
All right, y'all have a good weekend.
Yes, sir.
Y'all want to recap y'all game?
Damn weekend.
You see it?
Damn, wait a minute.
You living
Have a
in
good
life,
weekend.
bro.
It's Wednesday. I said have a good
Rod.
weekend. I said have a good weekend. You do what you want. But
well, the weekend has started in Florida. If you
yeah, I'm about to as soon as we
Yeah,
get
it
done,
definitely started.
I'm weekending up out of here as soon as we get done recording. But what you were saying about recapping?
Y'all recap y'all game. Well, I'm trying to see if I can get Steven Garcia on here. I think he's trying to back out a little bit here. But let's recap y'all game, then we'll get into some Gator talk.
Okay. We went out, stunk it up real fast. CJ, what you got there, man? Talk your shit, bro. I got nothing to say, really. I mean, I'll be honest, okay? I'm at the game.
Right.
Tone was set very early. Like, we sitting out watching in the tailgate. And, like I said during No Cap, I saw the one play. I wasn't sure what happened. They called the PI. I wasn't sure, though, at the time. Because I think even an announcer was saying, like, I don't know about that one, yada, yada. Whatever. I didn't really care. Like I said then, I knew when I asked for my X factor to finally come down with a football, and even in a play that wouldn't have counted, he still didn't come down with the football. I said, yep, it's going to be one of these nights. And now, did I see it to the thumping of 45-3? Nah, I'd be a damn lie. I knew we was going to lose. And I figured we losing by double digits pretty early on. But, hell no. Just like I ain't seen 52-10. All around bad performance. Like I said, I don't even. There's no highlight. There's no highlight for me. My punter shanked the punt. He never does that. Like it was just like everything that you could do wrong.
I mean, he ever played a big game like that?
The punter he played y'all last year. He's 32 years old.
Oh, that's the Australian kid, right?
yeah, he been
ass man.
Yeah, real life trials, CJ.
Yeah,
he got
real.
kids and shit, man.
Motherfucker got big children, man. My pudding, bro.
Yeah. In all honesty, from our side, it's not a cop out. Everything that Florida State did was just good, solid football, and we just weren't able to counterpunch back at all. Sure, we was in our shadow of our goal line most of the time, but you gotta get out of there sometimes. But the problem is you can't run the football. So if you can't run the football, getting out of there is real tough. And the one time we did get it out of there was off of a run. But the whole game, we was playing back there, man, back to the wall. Obviously, the elephant in the room was Van Dyke giving it a go. I heard that he was practicing the whole time. Seemed okay. I never did see the pregame. I know Silk said it looked like he might have been throwing a little gingerly in the warm-ups. I didn't get to see the warm-ups.
From the clips, I didn't see the entire warm-up. I'm in the parking lot, but the clips I seen on the timeline when they were saying that he was gonna be the guy, they were showing clips of him throwing. I didn't think he was putting any velocity or any zip on any of those throws that made me feel like, okay, yeah, you look all right. I was still questioning, like, okay, I want to see what this looks like.
Right, rolling into the actual game. Now, the word I finally did get was that it was a shoulder strain. So this wasn't necessarily
was that prior to the Miami game or after?
Prior. He didn't do nothing.
No,
when the play where he jacked it up or whatever, he didn't get hit or nothing.
Right, I'm saying he was throwing it though.
Yeah. I think he just re-aggravated a strain that he might have thought.
A lot of that stuff you can make worse though by, like with shoulders, man. You can make those shoulders a lot worse. I also hope that's the situation. I hope that's not
right, and that's why I do think he was given a chance, is because this wasn't a situation as far as the strength and conditioning team was concerned where he could like aggravate it worse. Would it just be in the strain? But it's probably just one of those things that just need a little more rest. So he went out there, tried to throw around a little bit, made one throw that just kind of aggravated. He probably felt okay. You know what I mean? And then when he got that one throw, pop, right back to where you was at, you aggravate the strain, and then he has to come out of the game. And I credit to him for that competitive nature. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I think he's gone. And I didn't think he wanted to lose to Florida State without giving it a go at least. He felt like he caused us the game last year with the slow start. And so he wanted to,
that was a 12-pack
climb back in.
We want to double back on it, huh?
Right. You want to be more ass.
You can double down on it.
Yeah, he want to climb back in and do what he do.
2 slow starts. Gotta teach y'all.
Nah, damn.
That boy was
Hey,
a 12-pack of ass last year, boy.
Came back with a 24-pack of a Costco pack of ass.
Right, bro. Yeah, the family pack, bro. This one of the little portion. This is the family pack.
Ass and bulk.
you guys are disrespectful, man. Anyways, so yeah, Tyler gave it a go, went down. Garcia came in, start turning the football over. So we went with the kid, man. And tough game for him to come in. He didn't look rattled or nothing. But just
what? He looked a little rattled.
Who'd you cart?
Yeah.
I thought his body language was good. I mean, they did their thing. No, I mean,
he definitely got rattled.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't mean in the sense that like he went untouched or anything like that. I meant, I thought I saw a certain composure and he seemed focused, even when the game was pretty much out of reach. I felt like he was just like, all right, let me get these reps in. Let me see what we could do to try to just move the ball. Because clearly they went to him and everything made sense until he breaks off a couple of runs. And if for some reason they put Garcia in and look at what happened here. He down, fumbles the ball, and we lose the ball again. Which is, that was the dumbest thing I ever seen Gators do. That's the first time I was.
I'm gonna tell you the dumbest thing.
That was Gators. That was Mario.
Pulling them there. I mean, Mario don't call the offense. I don't think
I
think
his paws is definitely his fingerprints is definitely on that motherfucker, Larry.
You gotta pass the job. You gotta pass.
Usually, head coaches like when it comes to like those type of personnel moves, but I don't know.
I know a Mario offense when I see it. This is classic Mario right here.
Yeah, why you ain't stayed up and watched no damn Oregon ball and 1 a.m. Figure out what's going on. No. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hardly seen none of their games when they was out there. I just heard their record was pretty decent.
No, I definitely seen some Oregon games. Oregon had prime. They gotta have prime
time.
The time
games, I seen them is when they get their ass whooped. Like when Georgia beat the shit out of them. I saw that.
Sure.
I can't think of the last time I watched an Oregon game. Be real with you. They used to have more, but anyways, yeah. So,
what do you think about? They say Mallory didn't have one target.
Shit, hard to get the ball to anybody. You ain't got no time back there. And we would like I said, we're constantly trying to just get some space. Do you try to have to force it to them? Absolutely, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard not to credit Florida State just being a better team all in all. I didn't think we were that bad. I knew we're bad.
I'll say that much better is crazy though.
Yeah. I didn't think we were that bad. But I mean, if you really look at Florida State throughout this year, and there's probably too much Florida State love. But I mean, even in their 3 losses, they was all against
what I've been saying, right?
Ranked team.
Yeah, now you got humility and
right. It's basically what I've been saying.
Man, you rubbed off on me a little bit, Paul.
Whoa, Paul, Yo, relax, big fella.
I tell you what, I said, Paul. So some humility has to come through. I mean, yeah. So I knew coming in, it's a good team. They may not be the most talented team out there, but it's a good team. They didn't get their ass whooped even in all those losses, and they played some pretty damn good teams. They played. Nick Leary was the quarterback when they played NC State on the road. They played Clemson.
Wait till I tell you about my losses.
Wake Forest. What about y'all losses?
My shit's impressive. I got some impressive ass.
No, I saw the stat though. Florida got some impressive ass losses.
No, I know y'all up there. Yeah, y'all up there.
I went through the gauntlet already, man.
Straight to schedule too. I know y'all got a nice solid straight to schedule as well. But yeah, I knew that was a good team we was playing. I was just hoping, like I said, I hope by the skin of my teeth. Hey man, that's a rivalry game. Figure something out. That's all I had going into that game. But when the ball got snapped, it was obvious that who was just a better team, and these guys didn't have that. Oh, this is Florida State night. Outside DJ Ivy plucking that one ball out there, Now he in the 6th round. So, yeah, that's it for me, man. I ain't, you got any other questions? Well, I'll let your boy, man. Tackling would look like it did last year again.
He was still terrible with game man. He called like a timeout right after a TV timeout or some shit like that. It was just, I don't know, bro. But I do agree with you. I think we was better from the jump. I just think we physically whooped y'all, to be completely honest with you. Just physically whooped and just did what you're supposed to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Miami at a pivotal point where they got to find like the identity, like a lot of what James said. They got to figure out what this team is, what Mario imprint on the program is. who's gonna be that signature guy, you know, to kind of kick that off. It's a lot to be seen. We'll see how the season. Still some games to be played. But
Real quick,
Might pull
guys,
off
make
some
sure
history, man.
what type of history?
Best class with the worst record. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel.
Oh yeah, for sure though, for sure.
Like.
And like, you know, Silk has reminded y'all, we had a lot of listeners. I need a lot more reviews, man, on the audio platform.
For sure.
We do not have enough reviews, bro. Thousands of listeners. Come on, man. Hey, help us out. Help us get to that. I don't even think we hit 100 yet on Spotify. Let's get that. It don't take but a second. You can't even write no review on Spotify. You can't do nothing but add stars. Go ahead and click on the little top, man. It's got it right there next to you for you. Hit that for us real quick.
Don't cost nothing to show love.
You, man. And if she told you to do,
all support don't cost money, man.
I don't spend some money on love though, and it turned around and bit me in the ass. So I started to realize love don't cost a thing. You know what I'm saying? She gonna want some nice stuff, but you can't buy her love, bro.
I was gonna go down a rabbit hole, but I'm not gonna do that. Right
I saw your eyes go to the back of your head. Just that's all you going to that. The cortex.
I'm not gonna do that. Not on this platform.
Yeah, that's a different show.
We got a new sponsor. Big time for the gambling folks of the world. MVP Sports. For all my gambling folks, go visit mvpsports.ag right now. Use coupon code ROLLUP. No, not right now. Don't leave here. Afterwards. Yeah. Go visit mvpsports.ag. They do 100% matches on anything deposited if you use coupon code ROLLUP, and that's every deposit, not just your first one, but every single deposit you deposit, they match 100%. They got an industry best prop builder, some of the most competitive lines, no withdrawal fees. You can deposit crypto, Zelle, and they have 24/7 support, customer support. Like I said, go visit mvpsports.ag. 100% match. And what you gonna do?
Can't whoop it.
Can't beat that.
Can't whoop it, man.
Can't beat that with a baseball bat.
Right? Yeah, all that talking about you know how to pick it and that. Hey, you got 100% every time you put in.
All you Florida State fans asking to bet me on Twitter, don't bet me, bro. You can get 100% of your money back right here with this.
Right.
Why you want to take my money? Now it seems personal if you just want to take my money.
Right. What they say is definitely personal.
Yo. Nah, I want silk money.
Right, nah. I do. I want Red's money.
Right? That's how we do the deal.
They say, D, but don't you got about $200? Yeah, I do. I want some Red's money.
Yeah, man. That's funny because like me and my friends we do a baseball bet for a jersey every year. So it's a chance that, you know, I could have to buy this one guy jersey, and there's another chance the other guy got to buy it. But when he lose to me, he talking about, nah, Chris gonna buy it for us. I said, no, my brother. He owe me. Well, that's between you and him. You is gonna go to that algorithm. You're gonna go to Fanatics, and you're gonna mess your algorithm up by putting Boston Red Sox in, and you're gonna order that. Just like I got to see Florida State shit in my timeline, and Brave shit in my timeline, and Georgia stuff in my timeline. That's the way the game go, baby. That's the way it go.
You might like the Georgia stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get it up. That's squad, gang. I mean, mad, man. Oh boy, man. Y'all can pick two teams too.
Embarrassing, man. Have some honor.
I do.
No, man. You gotta have some integrity. Have one college football team. Bring in no backup team.
Sure, I do. Miami, my backup team.
Oh man.
I tricked y'all this whole time. Oh shit. What we getting into? We
Steven Garcia hasn't hit me back yet, so I'm gonna just do mine the traditional way and line it up. The recap from the A&M game. I talked a little bit about it on the No Cap show. I thought AR had a good performance. On the last show, I said I wanted to see him have a complete game, or the offense have a complete game. They didn't have to score every single drive or get a touchdown every single drive, but I want to see them be consistent from goal to finish, and they did that. There's some stuff we need to clean up. It was in A&M. It's loud out there. It's College Station, so we did get 5 false starts. Outside of that, the offensive line I thought played good. We rushed for 291 yards. AR went 17 for 29 for 201 yards. 4 tutties. Ran 2 in, threw 2 in. Montreal and Etienne are just week by week showing that they're going to be a dynamic duo, man. Both are elite running backs that are going to play on the pro level. They're going to play on Sundays for a long time as well. If there's no injury or anything crazy like that, both of those guys are going to play on Sundays, man. We had Justin Shorter that was out on Saturday. I had no idea that was going to happen. I didn't know he was a possibility of being out. They announced it right before kickoff. Jaquavion Frazier's and Caleb Douglas filled in for him. They both scored a touchdown. I like both of those young boys. I want to see Caleb Douglas play a lot more. He scored on a long pass early in the season from Jalen Kittner. Good speed. Kid out of Texas that we beat LSU out for and at the stretch last year. I just want to see him play more. I've seen enough of these physical receivers that can't separate. I do want to say that the receivers aren't playing bad, but we need just some more explosive guys. Ricky Pearsall had a good game. I'm liking that jet sweep with him. We used to run it with Henderson, Xavier Henderson. That was weird, so I'm glad we got away from that. Overall, too, I want to just speak of just the offense and Billy's maturation with AR. It's been a lot of growth from his decision making. He hasn't turned the ball over in 3 games, no interceptions. That's another thing I said early in the season. I said I want to see him play a complete game with no turnover. So he's killed the turnover bug. His decision making is getting better. Let me see. I got some stats. I think his first half of the season before the bye, he was 873 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, passing. 55.2 completion percentage, 47.3 QBR. After the bye, which includes Georgia, he's been 963, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 61.2 completion, and 83.1 QBR. So he's been improving. He's not playing perfect. I think his ball placement outside the stats, just watching the film, I think his ball placement has been beautiful. That pass to Jaquavion Frazier was an absolute dime. The ball placement on that throw, shot to Ryan, he was right. Went back, looked at that clip. The ball placement on that, the way he climbed the pocket, his pocket presence, everything. He's moving great. He's starting to improve a little too fast. Need to slow down a little bit because I want him to come back. You feel me? A lot of pro scouts are showing up too to watch him play, like every Saturday. It's a lot of interest. I've been saying that. I never sold my AR Starkin when I thought about him and his pro potential in the first round, and a lot of these scouts still see him in that light. And he's steady getting better. And that's bad news for the folks down at Run Zook Field. By the time we get to that game, boy, he gonna be cooking. You feel me? He gonna try to put on the show for the people, the scouts. You feel me?
I dumped my AR stock, but I still might can get it for fairly low. See if I get back in the game.
Oh, it's high right now, bro.
One thing about me, whenever I do sell, I always keep half.
It's all good though, man.
I always keep half.
It comes in full circles, right? We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back down to Humble in a couple weeks.
Right now, he got 11 career TDs for 40-plus yards. The dude's just absolutely explosive. On that 60-yard run, I thought it was reaction. That wasn't even a reaction. That was just a play action, but it was never a read. It was a design run, quarterback run. Odom's the lead blocker on that. He didn't come in contact. Just a beautiful design by Billy. Like, everybody's talking about, like, a new OC. I get it. But when we execute the shit that he's designing, like, we get explosive plays, you know, like the offense, I think Dan Mullen is a better OC, but this offense right here is more explosive than it was with Dan Mullen. And that's just the facts. And I don't even think we have the same type of personnel, but the amount of 40, 50, 60-yard plays we get out of this offense is impressive. But on that 60-yard run, you watch Odom, he lead block off a motion, and he didn't touch anybody for like 10 yards. AR, they say he hit like 22 miles per hour, some wild shit, and didn't even get out of cruise control.
That shit. I think that was one of the last plays I saw before I headed to the tailgate. Excuse me. So he was definitely moving.
Yeah, just steadily getting better, man. My defense was food in the first half. I got to talk about the bad shit. My defense was abysmal again. Uh, Jimbo did a good job of moving the pocket. You know, Jimbo gonna dial some shit up. Jimbo did a good job of moving the pocket for Haynes King. He was able to get some throws off. We dinged up that tight end a little bit. I was glad when he got out of the game because he was hot in the first half. They was doing what they wanted to do. Went down. We was going point for point. So I'm glad AR did come with the shits on the road. I've been saying this all year as well. Like people getting on that take now because it's popular on the timeline. And your other favorite podcast, they saying it now. But I've been saying when this kid go on the road, he like that shit. It's a little different when he go on the road. I think he likes playing, the underdog type, the villain. Yeah, he likes that shit. But I think thank God he was with the shits because my defense couldn't stop anybody first half. Patrick Tony did.
That.
Oh, we adjusted now. I think Jimbo did a good job of testing because Brenton Cox was out. So Uma kneeling
testing
and,
the edge.
Yeah, testing the edge. And testing to see if they was gonna contain and do what they had to do. And he was right. They wasn't. Oh, when we started that second half, the first play of that second half, he tried it and we started shutting that shit down. We changed our nickel, and I don't have Travis Johnson, I just think he got to figure some things out. But right now, Jadarius Perkins playing very good ball at the nickel. Whenever he's in, he's making plays. That first half, every third down, you could tell they was going at that nickel spot. They was trying to find a tight end that matchup with either the nickel or a linebacker, but they was going to attack that spot every third down if you watch the film on that game. The change that was made by Tony in the second half was the start. And I've been saying this for a few weeks. They need to play Perkins at that spot. They played Perkins on that third and long. Boom, we get a third down stop. Rest of the game going forward, I think we got 8 third down stops. They didn't score another point. They got 106 yards total. So we shut them out in the second half. But the first half still is a lot to be desired. We can't start that slow because it could cost us, especially versus Florida State. Trying to think what other take I got from that game. Red zone got to get better. I think we contributed. We had a lot of penalties, man. A lot of flags in the red zone. I know it was loud. It's College Station. They got that 12th man out there. It could be because of that, but just got to clean that type of shit up. Trying to think what else.
The
questions?
This is not related, but it is. It's just been burning in the back of my head ever since you said it. Tell you like Ricky Pearsall on the jet sweep.
Yeah.
Have either one of y'all ever ran the jet sweep? I know y'all were DBs mostly. You did.
High school, I did. I played both in high school. Receiver and corner.
We didn't run. We didn't have those like concepts when I was playing.
Back then, yeah. See, I forgot.
See,
about 10 years younger.
Yeah.
How it feel coming around that corner, man?
Oh, that shit feel good, boy. It don't feel good when they don't block that motherfucker DN.
Yeah, when that motherfucker come out.
When that DN don't block, you like, oh shit. But nah, yeah, but once you see that shit open, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's fun then. But I was just thinking, bro, like,
if that bitch on block, it ain't too fun.
Yeah, I was like, boy, I can imagine coming around that corner. I'm way too big for that shit.
Yeah, I've been on both ends of it.
Be like, oh shit, here he come.
Right.
He come to bring the bring the thunder real quick. Pause. Okay, yeah, that just was burned in the back of my brain ever since you said Ricky Pearsall running the sweep. How's he done in general this year? Just kind of because I know he got that one, and everybody was like, oh, he getting the one, I
don't think he deserved a one, but he been productive. He been all right. You know what I'm saying?
One should have took a year off, basically.
Billy ain't really acknowledging the tradition of the one.
Oh, okay. So he don't really care about it.
No, I don't think so. I think I gotta go back. But I remember them asking him about it. I don't think he's making a big deal out of one.
Yeah, I got you. Like, I know, like Mario went with the whole, nah, y'all ain't wearing 26. Like, you can get it, but you're gonna have to start.
That makes sense though because Mario's a U guy. They don't give a shit about.
You gotta take all the numbers now.
Yeah, no, they don't deserve 20. They don't deserve 20. They don't deserve 26. They all them up. Who else?
99.
99.
A lot of shit they gotta take out.
Ain't nobody wear 99 though. These kids
52. Who else 52?
Kids want to get on the line and wear numbers.
Who else 47? The punter wear 47, right? Take that shit off. Whoever wore whatever. But now, seriously though, yeah, that makes sense for Mario because he's a guy. So
Yeah, so he's like, no, young man, I don't think you want to put Deshaun Taylor number one. Why would you even want that pressure? I'm tired of looking at it. The only person that ever made me really, really feel like they could be like that, that was Ray Ray. You know? He just suffered a whole lot of off-field, bull that really cut his college career shorter than what it should have been. But he was the last one I remember thinking, okay, this could be in that mold of a Sean Taylor. So I was excited in that sense. But anyways, I didn't mean to go off into a tangent, but you got anything else on Silk?
Yeah. Nonetheless, I like where we at, man, as a program. I like the way the season, it ain't perfect. Some games we should have won that we lost. Some games that we lost. Yeah, we're not ahead of schedule. I would not tell my people that lie. No, we good. We're in a good space. I'm not gonna say we're ahead of schedule. I like where we at as far as like the foundational stuff I'm seeing. Like AR getting better. Me seeing, because that's gonna be a concern when you got a guy that don't have a good quarterback resume to look on. You bring in Dan Mullen, that's different. Even Jim McElwain, those guys had guys at Bama or somewhere else they put their hands on as a quarterback coach. Billy Napier was a wide receiver coach, so it's a lot of questions. Like, he wasn't coaching quarterbacks at Bama, he was coaching receivers. Now he's a quarterback guy. I know he played quarterback, but there's a lot of questions there. So just to see the development, to see AR just getting more relaxed in the offense, executing better, that's good shit. My defense still not where I want it to be. I think it's still a shit show. I don't believe from half to half what I'm gonna get. I'm happy they closed out the game strong, but I just don't know what I'm gonna get from half to half. I don't know if it's a personnel thing. I still don't like the cushions. Some people complain about the Jason Marshall's play, but I don't think Jason Marshall signed up to be playing 10 yards off the ball in zone. I think he needs to be getting physical with people at the line of scrimmage. So there's still a lot to be desired from the defensive scheme. But I don't know if it's a personnel thing because also some of these boys be barbecue chicken and my safeties be lost in the sauce. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to see when they roster flip and they get their guys in. We'll see if the defensive scheme changes, but that's what it is right now. Now I got South Carolina on deck. I was hoping to ask Steven Garcia some questions, but he's not here. Right now we favored by 8. This is our last home game of the season. It's like senior day. Shout out to my man Ventrell Miller, man. The general.
Ventrell, man.
The general.
Hearing that name for quite some time, man. Congratulations on a long career at UF.
Man,
Best of luck to you in future endeavors.
Man, just came in and he came in, got in some trouble at first, bro. Like it was a little shaky at first, but turned it all around. People don't even remember that.
That's
so
what you're supposed to do.
Already. So
exactly
shout out to that.
To do.
But yeah, South Carolina, we look at it on paper, they're 6-3 right now, and you look at the numbers, we're similar on the stat line. But when I look at their defense, they have a very weak defense. They just gave up, I think, like 226 to Vanderbilt last week. Yeah, and that's not even Vanderbilt's bag like that. So I feel real good about like where we line up against South Carolina. Spencer Rattler's could be a problem because my defense ain't that good. So he could break contain and cause some problems with his legs, but he's also very loose with the ball. He's turnover prone. I expect senior day to be a packed game. I expect the crowd. Them on the road, Satterfield offense is abysmal.
Not Satterfield. This is Beamer.
No, Satterfield is OC.
Oh, my bad. My apologies.
Oh, yeah.
No, you good. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Satterfield is the OC. They trying to fire his ass. Well, the fans want him fired. I ain't gonna say the school want him fired, but right now the fans want him out. They don't like the style. He runs a lot of 12 personnel. Doesn't really fit what Spencer Rattler does.
Yeah, Spencer wasn't on that. He wasn't running no 12 personnel at all.
Correct, but he had a good game himself versus Vandy, so he's not playing. He's starting to come on a little bit. And you look at his numbers and AR numbers; they're like identical. with touchdowns and interceptions. So on paper, they're identical. But when you cut the film on, of course, it's a little different. But I like the way we line up. I can't really speak for their team like that. That's why I want to have Steven Garcia on it. But I think we more than cover this spread. I think we keep our momentum going. I think we're going to be able to run the ball at will. The secondary also is food. I just don't say I think we cover. I ain't going to say because my defense is terrible. So I know they're going to go get points. So I don't think we're just going to blow them out. But I just think they're not going to be consistent enough drive for drive. I think our offense is going to be more consistent at home, and we'll be able to pull out a win. I think we covered the 8-point spread is where I'm at with it.
No doubt.
Mission win out.
When I hear people say run it, Will, I be thinking, damn, Will be like, what the hell I did? And everybody gonna run up on me.
Right.
Yeah.
Run down with that thing, man. That run game is something serious, man.
That's a fact. Can't take nothing away from that. I don't know. They've been able to kind of line things up, get a little bit better on track there, Carolina. But I still don't see enough to feel good about them coming into this game, coming into y'all home field. I just don't know what they do well enough for me to be like, oh yeah, Carolina, shocked the world this week. I don't even know if shocked the world would be.
They run the ball.
Man, you just pick Syracuse to beat us, man. Get your ass out of here with that.
That would have shocked the world.
South Carolina's a good football team. They 6-3, fam.
They're 6-3 too.
Solid team. Yeah, they solid team.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that was a hateful pick, huh? I know damn well you watched no Syracuse football this year.
Still salty from last week, man. It's 45-3, bro.
It was a hate pick.
I can't hardly watch no goddamn TV. Yeah, it knows a hate pick. Can't hardly watch no football. When your team ain't on TV, sometimes you get discouraged and just say, I don't even like football.
That's another thing I want to talk about, bro. Y'all really should be thanking us, bro.
Here you go with this thank you shit again.
Hey, y'all about to thank you shit up.
Hey man, if you want, you got all these kids running around, man. Tell them to tell you thank you, man. I don't do all this thanking grown men. I ain't even have no dad growing up. I ain't no thank you. Leave me alone. I ain't never thank none of y'all. And I never will.
Why the hell you told us about your dad for?
I told you about lack of dad. I ain't tell you nothing about
why?
No dad.
Look at your lack of dad.
Why? I have a problem with men as authority figures. So the chances of Larry being like, thank you for beating me is crazy. That is insane talk that you ain't never heard me say. I think one man and one man only.
What else, CJ? What you think? You think we covered this spread? You think they beat us? We got it.
Yeah, I think it beat. I'm going to hate talk. South Carolina gonna beat y'all, but it is. I am kind of concerned though in regards to what you said Vanderbilt did. That was running the ball, correct?
Yeah, 226. We had a writer on
I can't
on Stadium Miguel that came on, and when he said that, I said, "Hey man, this is a wrap."
Yeah,
if Vandy did that type of real estate,
y'all have a good running game too, so that's
yeah. We've been run down on these folks. Another thing too, I watched the South Carolina Mizzou game, and I watched what Mizzou quarterback. He got busy on South Carolina defense. And I was like, bro, if he can move around and do that type of stuff, yeah, their defense is towards the bottom of the SEC. Another thing too, right now in the SEC, I think we're the least penalized team. That's another sign of growth. Another sign of culture change, discipline is penalties, and being the least penalized team in the SEC is a very good stat. That's what I like most. What I'm seeing, like none of us was gonna have perfect seasons, but I think right now, I could see growth. CJ,
yeah,
I think you.
Yeah, growth. Yeah, of course, definitely see the growth. Larry, what about
I was gonna try to, but you convinced me. So now, hate. You know what I mean? And
see, now I'm about to pick them boys to win too. After
see, you flip my whole strategy. Now it's all hate. The Red Rocket is gonna come in there, light things up. He gonna throw 300 in
the Red Rocket. Yeah, I'm going to Red Rocket.
You lost your damn mind.
250 on the ground.
You lost your damn mind.
Man, blaze them boys.
250 on the ground. You being real disrespectful.
The team.
Oh, the team?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
possible. That's possible. Definitely go 250 on the ground. I ain't gonna deny that. Shit.
I was going 28. I was going like 28 to 17 Florida, but fuck it. I'm with you, Larry. I'm gonna go 24 to 21 Red Rocket.
Man, Spencer Rattler get 24 in my building, man. I'm like, what?
I got more
I'm
points than you. I got more points than you. I'm gonna go. I think
he might get 24, but we gonna win.
I'm gonna go 42. Gamecocks.
You done lost your mind.
And,
lost your mind. You think Satterfield is gonna get 40 points, bro?
Hey, let me do my talking.
I'm just gonna chime in.
I tell the truth. I tell the truth on Sunday. the day I tell lies, unless it comes true, and then
I'm living like amigo, bro.
You good, Mama? Oh yeah, give me 45-31 Gamecocks.
You done lost your mind. We definitely gonna get 40 points.
I done lost it before.
Everybody playing us, man. Hey CJ, tell your peoples that I said be prepared to get 40 or more, man.
That's easy though, baby. We do that.
We back up.
You know.
We can do that.
I know Miami pulled it out at 3, and y'all only got 45, but we with that type of shit.
We can do 40. We nowadays we roll over and get 40, so we can do it.
You got to. That's the game.
Yeah, it is.
That's the game. Really imagine struggling to get across the 50, let alone get 6.
All right, so it was our game, the Virginia game, our game, and who y'all play before that? Duke or something, right?
Duke, yeah.
Did y'all score that second half versus Duke? Touchdown?
Man, I don't remember shit. We called the Rock up 8 times that game. I really don't remember. That was the 8 turnover game. Probably did.
Yeah, I probably did.
Who did out?
Yeah. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, man. Like this video, subscribe.
8 turnovers, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane.
Y'all lost every damn way, right?
Every way you could lose it, man. This time it was just an absolute domination. It was nothing. I can't even point to like, if we would have done it. Nah, you just got your ass kicked, man.
What's my score? I ain't getting no score, did I? Give me we back into like 40 burger.
Yeah, real quick too. Shout out to Super Producer Harlan. If you guys have any questions, man, make sure you hit the super chat Hit the super chat. We'll get your questions off.
Yeah, hit that super chat. Any questions about the games or anything like last week, shenanigans, whatever, we got y'all. My score. I think we get into we back into 40 burger range, man. Give me. I'm gonna go 41-27 Gators.
All right.
I can see that too, though.
27. All right.
Like I could definitely see that too.
Yeah, I think we're gonna give us some shit. Like we gave us some shit versus A&M. Spencer Rattler they're gonna be able to move the pocket. Satterfield like to move the pocket. He did a lot of that last week, so they'll get into some of that, and I think they'll get some of that off. I don't think we've figured that whole setting the edge shit out. Hopefully, Uma Kneeling or my man Powell Ryland, one of them have set the edge and we do our thing. We just come out and play great football, but the law stats say we don't. He be able to get some of that shit off. They be able to execute, score some points, but the swamp gonna be loud. It's hard to come win down here. And AR hot right now. And him and Billy starting to find some chemistry. And that defense is weak. So I see us being able to do what we want to do and run the ball, play action off of that. Defenses hopefully find themselves, but we damn sure ready for a shootout.
They're gonna find themselves, all right. Find themselves with their hands on their hips.
That's probably. I thought
that was you.
Not gonna deny that. We'll see. I'm playing all defensive stuff. Not gonna spin for my defense, dog. They ass. They just ass right now. And right now they are ass. They playing their best defense. They're getting better. And all that's relative, right? Because what is like you were so bad, and now it is getting better. I thought Georgia was their best performance. They got a lot of stops when we couldn't get stops the week before versus lesser competition. So I think they are getting better. But still a lot to be desired, is what I'll say.
For sure. All right. Ready to we rolling on into these picks?
Why not?
Right.
Why not? No.
Let's do it.
Like, subscribe, show some love. It's free. You know?
Yeah, man. What we got here? Okay, cool. My bad. Wrong folder. Can't be reading out of that one. Picks are brought to you.
Can't be reading out of that one.
You can't read it. Hey, Kwame, don't forget to get that app I told you about, brother. He'll know what I'm talking about.
Man, I had a terrible week. I know.
Yeah, I did too. I done fell out the top 10, man. Let's see. Real quick before I get to the read. Lot Boy is at the top. CJ fell down to number 4. Number 2 is Decode. Ryan Day somehow is joining us. He's tied at number 2. And tied
with these shits.
Tied for 4th is Dope Boy 0817 and Gator Gurry. And I don't see me, so I don't matter.
Shout out to Crypto.
Well, he was at 7.
He at 7.
Yeah, I done fell down to 19. I gotta have a big bounce back week, man. We'll see how it go. All right, cool. Picks are brought to you by the homie Spencer over at spencersjerkandjerky.com. The only made-to-order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to get you some fresh steak, specifically for your batch. Or get all local produce to craft your marinades, freshly craft your marinades, and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. 5 staple flavors include original, Old Bay, habanero, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper. No doubt. Worldwide shipping available from spencersjerkandjerky.com. Just use exclusive promo code Big Meat for 10% off your order. Get that thing anyway from, let's go to Mykonos, someplace I'll probably never go. Mykonos to...
Mykonos look nice, bro.
Tokyo? I don't think I said Tokyo yet. If I have, I'm going to run it back one more.
I have both of them on my bucket list.
Do you? I do want to go to Tokyo. I'm not sure about Mykonos. I don't know. Heard some mixed reviews. So,
yeah,
maybe something I'll check out eventually. All right, let's go and get these picks off.
The rappers speak highly of it, Larry.
Yeah, that's just because probably pricey to go there. The rappers they done trick me with some other stuff too. You know what I mean? Like Grey Goose not that great of vodka.
My favorite rappers don't lie to me, Larry.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, ain't Rick Ross one of your favorite rappers? wait a damn second now. All right, we got first game on the docket. Tennessee coming off that loss. They now number 5. I don't know why everybody got all bent out of shape. I was like, y'all know that's for TV, right? Like making them number 1 over Georgia. Definitely. That's all for TV. But they are at home. They are 21-point favorites to Missouri.
I like it. They got to take the frustration out on Missouri. Yeah,
I like Tennessee.
Like Tennessee. I'm going to go with the defensive coordinator I didn't want fired, Blake Baker. And his.
Hey, you been a Blake fan, though, man.
Nah, I really wasn't. But he was doing good there. Hey, you be kicking ass though.
Everybody kick ass when they leave Miami, man.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, God damn, what is it?
Man,
yeah, man, doing pretty good. Man, he's doing pretty good, man. But yeah, give me Missouri. That's a hell of a lot of points. And they got a good defense. So give me Missouri to.
They do have a good defense.
Hold that down. All right, next up.
The front seven is what anchor that defense down. And Tennessee gonna air that bitch out.
Yeah, well, definitely go that way. Yeah, Vegas ain't stupid. It ain't 21 for nothing. It's at least something to think about.
Like as great as here's one thing, right? As great as Hendon Hooker's season has been right now, the pro scouts are like more interested in AR.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of that is
even if you look at Will Levis' numbers, like everybody keep talking about numbers. Look at Will Levis' numbers. Like they're looking at like all these scouts looking at potential. Like they're not looking at like what these guys are right now. Like Will Levis, I think is not a good quarterback. I think all of them need to come back on some real shit. I think developmental wise, but I think they're hearing something different, and we'll see how it all plays out. But Hendon Hooker versus Georgia look mere mortal at the age of 43.
Yeah, I mean,
he said the age of 43.
That's what I was about to say too. I was like, for one,
he's old as fuck.
Hendon's older, so yeah, I get that. Like, You know, remember when we first started off and somebody brought up Hendon Hooker, and I was like, Hendon Hooker? Because last time I saw him, we busted his ass. And he just did not look that great. But he got in a new regime, new team, and progressed his game. So, hey, maybe that's all going to happen. And if I'm Anthony Richardson, I'd rather get paid $5 million to learn.
Right.
Collect no NIL money, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell you, man.
That just makes sense.
What are we talking about? I'm praying like I don't know. I think he needs to come back. But if somebody get him first round grades, like what do you do? Like, are you kidding me? That's what we signed up for. We signed up not to go get no national championships and shit. It's to go first round in the NFL and walk across that stage. So if somebody's telling you, bro, you like, yeah, we're gonna pick you if you go. It's gonna be hard to say no to that opportunity, man. But we'll see how it all play out.
Oh yeah, nephew, you might as well slide. If it's me, bye. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop you off at the draft if you having any second thoughts. All right, next game. Number 1, Georgia is on the road against Mississippi. Man, hold on. Let me finish.
16 is disrespectful. I think 16 is trying them boys, man.
Yeah, I do. And I was just about to say.
We should step it up a notch. What y'all want to put it at 26?
Oh, another dime? Okay, now we're getting real interested. All right, let's go 26 then.
I think he covered 26. Like me personally.
Nah, I can't do it. Give me and y'all know I'm a dog.
I don't care what the fuck the spread is. We can say that whatever we want to, bro. I got Georgia covering, bro.
I got this covering that shit. What?
If we're doing 26, I'm taking Mississippi State.
We'll just keep it at 16. I'm just talking smack.
We do 16. Yeah, I'm clicking on the
I'm taking them regardless, bro. Like
clicking on the
they can do 26. It can be 26-0 at halftime. Shit.
Could be. Man, Mike Leach usually cook up some kind of.
Man, Georgia squeezing down on
but this is different though. Like
Georgia squeezing down on shit, bro. The way they squeeze down on Tennessee offense, the way they squeeze down on Tennessee offense was very impressive. I'm not even gonna front. But also, there's a lot of Tennessee hype right now. But when Hendon Hooker, 43-year-old ass is gone next year, we're gonna see exactly what hype will got. Because right now he got lightning in the bottom.
That's why I said if TVD were to leave, that could be a possible landing spot for him.
Oh, well, no, don't bring his ass over here.
I want to see what he got. I mean,
hell no.
Clearly, Miami. This ain't it over here. So that's why I said if I'm him, if that opportunity like that pops up, I say come back. If not,
Hype ain't gonna want nobody with no shoulder issues. I don't think, man.
Man, and one
hate
shoulder strain. I know you do. All right, next game. Oklahoma on the road. Are favored by 8.5 against West Virginia.
OU.
Yeah, give me OU.
I went against OU last time. Didn't work out well for me. I think they might be figuring a little something out. I go OU on this one too.
Oh, this is a nice low ball. This ain't a mid either. This is below mid as well. Auburn versus Texas A&M.
Oof.
Yeah, this is tough for me. Give me Auburn.
Oh, this is somebody got to win game too.
Yeah.
2.5 points. A&M is on the road. Auburn, yeah. So Auburn basically just getting a home field here.
Jimbo fighting for his life, dog.
Damn. I think he can lose though.
He fighting for his life right now.
We absolutely can lose.
I really do. And this,
what y'all hope
absolutely can lose.
Tell me what y'all hope.
I kind of hope he lose because it's funny. It's just funny because it don't make no sense to pay that man all that money and be this bad. It don't.
This
and this is what, year 5?
Use the rest of these motherfuckers. He can lose all of them.
Yeah, like, Cadillac Williams about to pull up in the Cooteville, man.
Think so?
Yeah, he gonna cause a stir. No, the fans gonna be like, "Hi, Cadillac." That's not the right hire, by the way. But no hate on brother Cadillac. He just ain't coaching.
I can see it.
Yeah, he just really has no coaching experience. But yeah, he gonna pull it off. They gonna toilet paper the trees, and Auburn wins this game.
You don't need coaching experience. Mario didn't have none. I mean, Manny didn't.
He was a defensive coordinator. What are you talking about? Cadillac really has no
head coaching experience.
I know, but Cadillac really has none. Like I would hear him talk about on TV. This is really his first kind of coaching.
No,
I think he did a little high school stuff. That's about it.
Right now, he's Odell.
I wouldn't do Odell like that.
I mean, your position coach.
I mean, he's an Auburn guy. No, he's interim. So he's an Auburn guy that you place to be head coach because he's an Auburn guy.
Oh, I got you. I got
positional coach there. He's Odell.
Is he the running back coach for them?
Yeah, he the RB coach. He wasn't just off the
Okay.
street. Hell no.
Yeah.
Well,
You thought they just called him, hey,
No,
what you
I
doing,
know
bro?
that. I knew he was on staff.
right. Hey, lad.
man.
Hey, lad, where you at, bro?
And he would have pulled up. So even if I did think something that stupid, he would have
Hey,
pulled
we
up.
just about to run this shit for about 4 games, man. What
Yeah,
you
just put the
thinking?
headsets on, bullshit around
Right.
like with some cheats, you know, act like you called some plays.
Yeah, your old locker,
jump up and down.
your old locker's still the same. Well, you're the coach's locker now.
All right. Did everybody pick that one? Ran out out. I got
we done picked 2 damn games, bro. Golly. How many games we done picked so far? 2?
It's more than that.
Yeah,
we got a lot to go to.
We been talking.
We got
shit.
a lot left.
Hey, give me Jimbo. Jimbo in do or die situation. Jimbo ain't going down like no hoe, man.
I thought last week was a do or die situation for him. And then he on the road too. Yeah.
It was a do or die. We just ran down on Jimbo with that thing. He gave us all he had, CJ.
He did.
He let it all hang out.
He really did that first half.
He let it all hang out, bro. And then he ran out of shit, man. Haynes, King, the steroids wore off, the painkiller wore off, that arm, and then shit came real life, and we won. Shout out to Billy for persevering.
I don't know what's up with all this Texas love.
We got Texas at home. They're number 18 currently. They are.
Give me TCU, but I don't understand it. Bitches love Texas.
TCU is on the road.
TCU.
I'm gonna go Texas.
Gary Patterson.
No. They burnt me last 2 times, I think. So I'm gonna flip on them. Yeah, let me get a TCU on that one too. All right, we already picked Georgia Tech. We already picked South Carolina, Florida.
That's nasty to be favorite, man. To be favorite to lose Georgia Tech is nasty business.
Oh, it is absolutely. At least they didn't make it a whole field goal. You know what I mean? That's your only saving grace as a Canes fan. They did say 1.5. Iowa State. Man, this is even bigger.
That's tight. You just picking up a winner. You just picking a winner at this point.
Yeah, basically, who's gonna win? Iowa State or Oklahoma State? Oklahoma State at home.
Give me OSU.
Yeah, give me Oklahoma State. I like the mullet.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna stay rocking with the mullet. All right, it's an interesting matchup this week. Might be the most interesting one this week. We got number 10 Alabama.
The decline of Nick Saban, bro. That shit declining a little bit, man.
Yeah. I prayed for this day. You know what I mean? And nothing against Nick. Nick, you still the greatest. If it all ends today, you the greatest.
That's
but
on
it's time to shed wealth a little bit, man.
For sure.
So number 10, Alabama on the road against the homie Lane.
Me Lane, man.
Lane don't like him that much. It's another chance to kind of try to embarrass him at least.
And give me St. Nick, man. St. Nick go run down.
Oh, St. Nick.
You like Nick for the win in the cover, huh?
Yeah, I like him. They go
13 points.
He go show Lane that Lane still
still a little boy.
Yeah, still a little boy Lane.
I like Lane on the money line, man. Like Alabama is reeling a little bit.
Yeah.
He about to fire some coaches. I think the locker room it isn't as pleasant as it's not the W right now. It's not it's not Disney World around that motherfucker right now, CJ.
It ain't.
Some heads about to spin this offseason. So I think it's an opportunity for Lane Kiffin to get some get back and to talk a little shit. And he's gonna dig deep on this one. So give me Ole Miss, man, for the money line. I like him on the money line. Don't put your money and say Silk told you to do that. I'm just talking shit. I don't even bet like that.
Y'all right. Y'all know the homie Lane. We tight. I'm taking Lane to cover that. I got Ole Miss winning. Let's see. Next, number 12, Clemson. Favored by 7.5 to Louisville. They at the house.
Me Louisville.
Oh shit.
Yeah, give me Clemson. That's gonna be an interesting game as well. I know it's not Louisville isn't ranked, but they're playing pretty good ball. I'm gonna go with Clemson. At home, it's tough. It's tough to beat Clemson at home. They got the fuck it, I ain't gonna say all that.
I just think they cover. I don't think they win.
Yeah.
I got Clemson covering that one. Oh shit! Now that's why I said oh shit, y'all. I ain't know. I'm surprised I didn't hear about it. Number 25.
No, we're not. We're not. No, we're not. We're 23.
motherfucker. Okay.
23,
This
baby.
is like coaching or AP or some shit in the playoff.
Yeah, we playoff, baby. 23.
Man, we go by AP.
Y'all drop confetti for that shit or something? Y'all celebrate?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You know what? Number 27 in my book. So number 27.
Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all down there with Jackson State and Dion them. Y'all in the MEAC rankings.
Them boy might bring us some smoke right now.
Them boys ain't in no rankings. In the MEAC, them boys be fighting for 500 right now. What you talking about?
Playoff spot in
I like Jackson State to beat Miami right now.
Give me Shador Sanders. Give me Trav. I like all that. You gonna say his name right this time, baby. Give me Trav, baby.
I don't care nothing about his name no more. He ain't hurt me. he didn't spurn me. Number 25 or 23, or who gives a shit now? On the road. We already picked that one too. That's right.
We already picked that.
Yeah. Vanderbilt is on the road, 16.5-point dogs to the University of Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, this one it's home, so I take Kentucky to. I don't know. There's a lot of points for Kentucky right now. Kentucky been struggling, dog. Give me Vandy. I think Vandy covers.
Same for me. Same reasons. They've been struggling really mightily offensively. Yeah. Will Levis is not getting any time back there. That O-line is very porous. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the 17 points there as well.
My logic be sounding fire, but then my picks come out and be trash, right?
Sometimes I switch mine in the app later on. So.
I hate spreads, man. Pause. I don't like picking spreads. I like straight wins. That's
yeah. Spreads always make it a little trickier.
That's why I don't gamble.
That's why I won last year too, because I ain't had to pick, and that was close. Spreads definitely changes it up. All right, number 16, Tulane are at home facing number 22, UCF.
These teams rank for real?
On this poll, they are. I think this AP.
I think Tulane
would beat the shit out of both of these programs. Like, what the hell?
Hey, man. You know, you got to have a record a little bit, too. I ain't saying you won't.
They know how I feel.
Give me UCF, though, man. I'm going to go with UCF.
To cover the 2.5?
Hell no.
No?
Nah, man. Green wave, bro, with this terrible mascot. I don't want UCF getting nothing in their head that they gooder at football some more.
I can't trust that logo.
Right.
That logo look crazy, don't it?
That shit like it was made by somebody on Twitter.
It's literally a ocean wave with a bullhorn.
That's nuts.
Yeah, y'all could do better, man.
They ain't even care about their logo. I know they don't care about football.
Oh shit! All right, give me So next game, LSU, number 7 LSU on the road against Arkansas. It's kind of one of those underrated rivalry games.
LSU, hold up. Yeah, LSU, give me LSU.
They taking LSU there.
That's an interesting spread.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of those underrated rivalry, man. And it's been a little more interesting since Arkansas ain't been absolute poop lately.
LSU, man. I don't know the hell. I don't know what's going on. Why they think it's gonna be 3.5, but
Vegas be knowing.
Right now. They do.
Give me Arkansas to ruin the rest of the LSU season because they talking about them possibly getting in the playoffs. So let's Arkansas, in a little rivalry game, say, you know what, y'all ain't going nowhere. Come on, we'll sit down with us. Taken out. All right.
And Sam Pittman finna sit on the rock, man. He's trying to shorten the game.
LSU ain't going no damn playoffs. They got 2 L's already. That's dead.
They talking about it, man. Some people got them at 5 and 6. So right outside. Yes. And I mean, y'all loss don't look as bad now, right? It was an ugly game.
Like Barstool Park.
Our loss was never a bad. The loss from us was never a bad one. They lost to somebody else.
We just lost to y'all. It was definitely a bad one.
Yeah.
Nah, but that
y'all just suck. That's why y'all can be about 45. That's why 43. That's why it was a bad loss.
42. But nah, like Y'all know damn well that game was ugly as hell, and that's why people didn't have a lot of
It's the
confidence.
first or second game of the season. I mean, it's a bad loss though. Who played clean football then?
No, I don't know why you insulted y'all won. I don't. They just didn't know what was happening yet. Is all I was saying, and it was only a 1-point loss. So I think that what I'm saying is the reason people have them on the cusp is that they think y'all a pretty good football team, and they lost a really close game and an ugly game.
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying I get that, but I just don't see a 2-loss team. But that's neither here.
I don't think so either. But that's just the whispers out there.
I don't see it happening.
They would have to win the SEC, obviously.
Price of the brick going down. That's happening.
Let's see. Wake is at home. They're favored by 3.5 versus number 15 UNC.
This is interesting, man. Give me Wake though, man. I like Wake to pull it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Wake. Even though Carolina been playing, you look at who they've been playing. They've been playing some tough games, some close games in the Coastal. So give me Wake. They should be blowing that shit out. So give me Wake.
Tend to agree.
Yeah, me too. Give me Wake.
I'm gonna go Wake. Yeah, I think
they've been playing Miami and shit. Yeah.
They it always comes back to the U, don't it?
I think it was like a
Mr.
close
Irrelevant himself.
But seriously, I think it was like a close ass game against Virginia last week or some crazy shit like that. Yeah, I'm not taking.
North Carolina's just been in shootouts with everybody they played, bro. And and I think the coast is weak. So Wake Forest look.
Yeah, they won 31-28 against Virginia last week. Same Virginia team that lost to damn Miami.
Terrible.
Yeah.
14-12. Yeah.
Anybody lost to Miami, terrible.
Every week is new. That's true. Everybody that lost us is terrible. All right, last game on the docket.
Probably me too.
Have
I got Utah.
Number 14 Penn State, and they are at home favored by 10.5 against Maryland.
Penn.
Yeah, that shit about to be cold. That stadium be rocking this time of the year, bro.
Yeah, I had to
I want to go to the game out there, man. Yeah, that should be rocking. They be wearing that all white.
Now, that's a dope experience, I bet.
Yeah.
A night game in Happy Valley would be real.
Maybe with the right host. I don't be just walking around Happy Valley, man. I don't know. This weird spirit out there. I don't necessarily.
Just stay away from the locker room.
Yeah, J1 out there. I can go anywhere. Anybody touch me inappropriately, they gonna get
No. Nobody gonna do that to me now. I ain't just a weird spirit. That's all. I ain't worrying about getting.
We know why it's a weird spirit.
I just want to take a game and leave. I ain't really trying to fester around the campus and shit, man. Take a recruitment tour,
right?
Shit like that.
Avoid the locker room.
Go in the stadium, see what it feel like with everybody all the white. You know what I'm saying? Crunk. Okay, cool. It's cold out here. Let's bounce.
What did they say? Come ride this horse.
Yeah. Then I got to pull foul on somebody, man.
I said, wait a minute. You ain't Bronco Mendenhall.
Like you telling me to pull.
I say this ain't Virginia either, bitch.
Which is very odd that a man named Bronco would tell you to ride this horse, dog.
So imagine what he tell. Nah. All right.
You know what I'm saying? Bronco cannot tell me ride this horse, man.
You got scrubbed, man.
Yeah, immediately. You tell me do what? You don't invite me to your horse, man. What's wrong with you?
You can't get an offer unless you get on the horse. That's like, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm about to press charges, fam.
This Virginia. What the hell you think?
Child law somewhere.
Yeah. This ain't Alabama. They gonna tell me I can't go to Virginia. If I go to Virginia, I can at least go to Virginia Tech. I just go down the road before I ride your horse, man. That's crazy talk. I'm never gonna forget that. Anyway, shout out to the homie Who. That's it, man. That's all I got.
That's it. We out of here, man.
Any shout outs? Anybody want to send love?
Shout out to my man David, man. Friend of the show, David. You know, my dog been down since day one. I know he harassed everybody on the show. Both of y'all equally, dog. But that's just my guy. So shout out to my dude David.
Man, shout out to friend of the show,
Mr. YY.
No, not David. Is DAK on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that made the video. You doing like this and shit.
Yeah. I like that.
Shout out to my guy Dave.
I use that in text all the time. Shout out, Dave. All right.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Kenny, man. You friend of the show, UN fan, came out to the tailgate, blessed me with a ticket.
Up, Kenny?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kenny. Blessed me to a ticket to the game. I ain't talk too much shit to Kenny while I was sitting next to me. So shout out to my boy Kenny. He was a good sport with that shit too.
Shout out Kenny. I was hooked off on his ass, Kenny. Hey, fuck this shit.
Hey, CJ, you only got a little clip of Larry Young in the parking lot.
Oh, I know I went down with y'all boys.
Oh my God, he was out there renting his ass off, man. That's my dog in the back. I couldn't put the footage out there like that, man. All people like
you couldn't have my boy crazy like that.
I said, man, I can't put my dog. My dog's out there heated.
See, that's what I told y'all boys. Like I appreciate Kenny with the ticket, man. But a part of me do wish I was out there with a lot out there with y'all boys.
Yeah, we had a good time, man. We really
had a good time.
Great time.
Shout out to Bam. Bam was an elite shit talker, man. Like
Bam right on that shit. Yeah,
Bam be talking that shit.
Yeah, no doubt. Brought the kids out, man. Great experience. For sure. That's all I was gonna say. Honestly, is shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Put the word out, man. We back up. Please pull up to that Florida State one, man.
Oh, it's up, man. We already tweeted the link. We're gonna put the link in the roll up bio as well. Florida State, last game of the season. The vibes is gonna be electric. Both teams think they're gonna win this game. It actually matters. This ain't no 45-3 affair. We about to come to dope with that thing.
Woo, it's gonna be the one, boy.
Big five, man. Spinning the block, Larry.
This is my least favorite game of the year, man.
Oh, I love it, baby. This gonna be
baby game. Either way,
you both lose.
Either way, you win.
But I really desire the loss of both teams. I used to be like, how people be like, I don't really got nothing against FSU, but I hate Florida or something like that, right? Yeah. Now it's done got to the point where it's
you hate both of us equally.
Yeah. Since I started this show, it's fuck both of y'all. To be honest with you, I never cared about Florida, man. So now it's like, damn. Who?
Nah, man. No,
if they win this King of the State,
yeah. So so you got to hope for them to win then.
Really.
If they win,
ain't no way he out of it. God damn it!
I know, but I don't know.
Mono.
But in all seriousness, man, y'all gotta pull to this damn tailgate. It's gonna be it's Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be a perfect way to end the season, a perfect way to end the regular season, man. So you don't want to miss this tailgate. I'm telling you, it's just gonna be amazing.
And I'm gonna have some. I am on a drinking fast, so I'm gonna bring some non-alcoholic brews for y'all guys. I found something that's pretty good, man.
There's no way. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not
gonna do it.
I'm gonna get positivity. That's why I put it out there. My brother. No, you got it, bro. You got it. You can do it.
That's why I put it out there. I am not drinking for 30 days.
You got it, bro.
I'm gonna do it. I've done it before.
I'm gonna provide positivity to my brother. You got it, bro.
And I be working, dog. You know what I'm saying? I gotta promote our show. I gotta come out there in Miami gear, get a little hate, a little attention. Man, say, look at this guy. I'm saying it's the roll up.
I get jumped out there, man.
Dude,
like from both sides.
What CJ said earlier? What CJ said earlier?
You just asked that Mac.
It's gonna be a lot of Mac P.
Y'all better get y'all ass on. I do keep that thing on me too now.
There's gonna be a lot of Mac P.
Come on, man. We don't want nobody to get hurt. Y'all know it's all love out there, man. Ain't nothing like that going down. Real talk. Y'all pull up. It's just a family affair. Great liquor, great food.
All love.
All love, man. We'll see y'all out there.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, tell a friend. The best network, the best podcast in Florida covering Florida sports is right here at the Roll Up. Harlan, take us out of here, man.